What? No, I didn't.
I'm joking.
I can't see nothing.
Yeah.
I got
Well,
him on standby.
you can't see anything. Luca can't listen to anything. Perfect man.
Yeah, it's gonna be a great show.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is, if everybody's wondering, this is part 3 of the review. And the way it's going now, it looks like it's going to be like part 50. I don't know. There's just so much to go through. Is the stream showing for you guys on the horizontal? It's saying I'm live, but I can't see it. Oh, there we go. Okay,
good.
it's working. Okay, never mind. Just had to reset everything. But anyway, before we do start, I just want to say thank you guys for coming and appreciate you and praying for you guys always. Just want to say that.
I only came in because last few days you've been on your own when you started, so I thought I'll just pop in for half an hour to keep him coming in. Everybody's in.
Yeah, everybody's out. Yeah.
Well, Michael's an emotional support until people get there.
Well, you know, boss has to come in now and again just to do an audit.
That's right.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Exactly. So what are your guys' thoughts on TFE though? Do you think it was just very dishonest?
Yeah.
Well,
No.
what do you mean, that debate or the actual
The
TFE?
actual TFE.
It was exactly what we thought it was going to be.
Yeah, it was legit. Yeah.
It was legit.
Yeah.
I thought it was all very deceptive from the beginning, rooted in deception, and it will be exposed, and it continues to this day. We're almost coming up on a year. More and more deception, more and more truth about how much fakery.
Absolutely. I
There couldn't be anything more real.
They could have done it. They could have done it with Lego characters, and Luca still would have believed it. You know.
There could be anything more real.
Well, you've got no discernment whatsoever, dude.
Yeah. Sometimes you can't. Sometimes it's hard to see truth.
In the way it was
sometimes
done.
you just ignore it.
No, in the way it was done with all those cameras, I'd say it's downright impossible that it was fake.
Do you know what incredulity means?
You think it's impossible.
Luca, do you know what incredulity means?
You're exhibiting it right now.
I don't believe it.
No, that's not incredulity.
That's
That's not incredulity.
I don't believe it, therefore it's fake.
That's not incredulity. Although you are exhibiting incredulity when you just said that.
Yeah, definitely.
Just to let you know. But anyway.
Personal incredulity is just, I don't believe it, therefore it's fake.
No.
It doesn't make sense to me.
That's
Yeah, but
not
you're not defining incredulity. You're not defining incredulity. That's what you're not doing. You're just saying personal incredulity. We don't believe it. That's not what incredulity is. Why don't you believe it? You know what I mean? That's part of the incredulity. It's just, incredulity is like, the reason why you don't believe it is because no way that could happen. No way because of this and this and this.
Well,
No, that's incredulity. Not just, I don't believe it.
Well, personal incredulity is just,
you're making, in other words, Luca, you're making deductions based on your ignorance.
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
anyway, well, that's sorted. Yeah, well, that's sorted. How about this whole so-called debate between Sam and Jaren and Dave? What do you guys think about this? Do you think that they are presenting truthfulness or deception?
I can't comment because I haven't seen it. I've been out for a couple days.
Yeah, you've been missing in action.
I was excited.
You've been missed.
Yeah.
Well, Yesterday we saw Dave speak about science, and he made a right.
He doesn't know science. That's
You're talking to someone who claims to be a science
expert.
what do they call him now? Not an expert,
Sci-
science communicator.
communicator, yeah.
Science communicator. He makes videos upon videos saying flat earthers this, flat earthers that, flat earthers can't understand, flat earthers are idiots, blah blah blah, and then he talks about science and he has no clue what science is. So are we expected to believe that these people are telling us any truth at all?
Yeah.
And without even watching the first two parts, since it's whole founded on a deception, why should I believe them now?
Exactly.
So.
And I mean, also, like Dave McKeegan, like he made up a lie the last season, the last episode we watched, saying how he showed me something and I spoken to him. We were like, it's the first time I've heard about this.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
Okay. Regarding TFE, how did they all get to Antarctica flats?
on a plane.
Right, so they all proved a flat Earth then
Yes.
before they even got to Antarctica.
Right.
So that's, as far as I'm concerned, that's all I need to know. You know, I don't really care whether it was real or fake or not.
Yeah.
They proved a flat Earth. That's
Mr.
all that
Jingles,
mattered.
he knows the science of photography. Photography is not science; it's technology.
Oh my goodness. What the heck is science and photography?
Well, hold on then. That makes me a scientist because I've got two
Camera.
super zoom cameras and I know how to use them and I know how they work. So that makes me a scientist. Yeah. Cheers for that.
Yeah, I don't think they're able to understand the difference between science and technology.
And I'm a historian because I'm a history teacher.
Yeah.
It's quite crazy. Anyway,
This is one my exact point though. They don't know what they're talking about.
And I'm an
They're
archaeologist.
here to tell us that we don't know things.
And I'm an archaeologist because I used to dig in the garden when I was 2.
Yes, you're an archaeologist, PJ. Yeah.
well, it is
If you
part
had
of
a
the
shovel.
branch of science.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like that's something else I noticed yesterday now. Smoky McBacon. Level is horizontal. Oh, is it? That's not what you guys usually
But that's what
claim.
it was. I was calling him out for that contradiction because he's saying level is horizontal and then he wants to claim at the same time it curves.
Crazy, man.
Or he's saying horizontal is not flat. That's literally what horizontal is.
It's like Luke Henry's linear and rotational movement being the same thing. Yeah.
I can't believe that you guys didn't know what personal congruency was.
What do you mean? You didn't know
now
what
he's
it was
projecting as
talking
well.
about.
Now he's projecting as well.
I've never even made
What's
a
an
comment
absolute
about it.
Lucas? You're actually lying now. We sat and told you what it was.
But do you know what, right? Luca, you use ChatGPT for all your answers, so you don't know nothing, mate. You only know what ChatGPT tells you.
Well, actually, I knew what personal congruency was before I googled it, just to
Well,
make
you said
sure.
it's just because
I
you
was
don't
correct.
believe it. That was your definition of it. Just because you
Yeah,
don't
it does.
believe it.
I just wanna say,
it basically
Mr.
is.
Mr.
It doesn't
Jingles,
make sense to me. Therefore, it's wrong.
Mr. Jingle says
That-
Keith
that-
isn't mixing paint to science. Not actually. Mixing paint is a skill that's based on knowledge that comes from scientific endeavors. And that's it. Doesn't mean mixing paint is science.
Like I've mixed paint before, and it tells you how many you weigh it, don't you? And you put in little drops at a time.
Yeah.
Somebody's had to work that out, so that would be, I would say, more like I wouldn't call it science, but that's the expertise
Well,
in it,
it's
how they figured out how to get them colours.
It's the same as getting a muffin mix. It tells you 2 eggs. It tells you how much oil, how much salt, how much. It's just the ingredients. They had to work that ingredient out to get that muffin. Now, yes, it took science to get there, but that doesn't mean making a muffin is science.
Exactly. But did Luca not listen when I sat and told him what personal incredulity was? Then he turns around and says, I can't believe you didn't know what it was. I said it to you first.
Don't worry, PJ. Luca doesn't understand a lot of things. Anyway,
It doesn't. No, and he's just lying now.
yeah. Don't
No.
worry, it's recorded live, so. Anyway, let's get on to the actual subject, which is not the Luca show, which is the
Hold on,
debate
hold on,
review.
wait.
Not hold on.
Hold on.
I'm not letting you turn this into the Luca show again. We're going on to
No,
the
but it's just a
actual
few-
series, which is the third series of this so-called debate. Not that it's much of a debate. I did agree with some things Jaren and Dave said last night. I agreed with some things Sam said. Some things I would have changed what Sam said, though, if I took it a different aspect. But everybody has their own way of debating. Okay, let's move on.
Right, so it was organized somehow. I
But
don't
that's
believe
that's
that
what
you do that
ALE
on
does.
your own.
That's what ALE does every year, every day. Not every day.
Yeah.
They don't do it during the winter, but I'm saying during their summer, they take people down there. You can call them and book a trip. You don't even need to go there. You can go to the tip of South America for $1,500. Film the sun going to the left when it needs to go to the right if the Earth is flat. Watch the sun travel the horizon, then rise the next morning, and you realize, oh, if I fly that way and the sun rises up, I would get to a spot that it never sets. That's what we saw.
And with all that, we don't have a 24-hour sun video for like 80 years.
Right. It's not very. It's not easy.
Why?
We know why. Of course, we do know why. Because I don't-
Yeah.
It's
Anyway,
not easy.
the whole point Sam is making, and we've all made this point. Why is there so much fake footage of this if it's true?
Yep. Exactly. Why did they have to show fake edited film in those previous, videos? Because they definitely stitched it together. Remember that?
They like using
Every
the
one.
Powell, the Anthony Powell videos.
Anthony Powell?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that one. That's right.
And
Yeah.
Well,
it keeps on showing to be fake, and that's the point. Why is there so much fake videos out there, but not enough actual videos out there? If it's real.
Like I said before, editing a video doesn't mean it's fake. It depends on what the edit does to the
No
video.
one's made that
makes
claim,
it
Luca.
fake.
Oh, see what I mean?
No one said it's fake because it's being edited. I don't know where you're getting that from. People are saying it's fake because there's anomalies. There's things that don't make sense in the footage.
No,
Repeated
Anthony
clouds.
Powell.
Repeated clouds, the same structure. If it was real, you don't have to fake it. That's the point.
Right.
Just
I
common
mean,
sense.
those videos have been shown, even by Jaren himself, to be fake, okay? So I would actually be
Last
interested. I would actually be interested to see what Jaren's response would be to that today. Does he still think
Yeah.
those videos are fake or not?
Yeah.
Probably not. No.
But that would make him a
Wasn't
liar
he-
then.
Yeah, because he analyzed that tape and decided it was fake.
Hmm.
It was him.
Yeah.
I remember watching the show.
Absolutely.
Hey, remember, Flats, have we ever gone to ALE's website and seen, some of their footage or some photographs
Yeah.
of them that ALE trip?
We've gone and looked at a lot of ALE stuff. Not once have I seen any TFE crew there on their photos.
Yeah.
Not a mention of them. There's no footage of a 24-hour sun. Not a mention of a 24-hour sun. Not even advertising to come look at the 24-hour sun. Yet they are always advertising new groups that's constantly there. Because they
Yes.
thank their customers for coming, because that's what they do, you know what I mean? They're keeping their business going. Yet it's very
Yes.
strange that TFE is not mentioned at all anywhere.
Exactly.
Well, actually, it makes sense that DFE is not mentioned because they requested for ALE or ALO to not mention them.
That's false.
Why?
So,
What?
That's false.
It would be the greatest marketing tool to see this 24-hour sun.
But wait,
ALE would have benefited from it.
But I want to know, Luca, where did you get that information from?
well, They say it in the debate later on.
And do
So-
they have proof of this? Or they're just saying it?
Well, they're just saying it, but well, it's what they said.
Maybe they're
So-
saying this is because we've been asking this the whole time. By the way, they've never said that before. Why all of a sudden now, a year later, they say this?
Yeah.
Well,
Maybe because they're lying?
well, it
down.
doesn't necessarily mean that they're lying.
They make it sound so easy. Go down, book a trip. You can go down there.
Yeah.
You know, not once they didn't have this great big, scientific observation. They experiment.
ALO's not the only
Yes,
news
but they
thing
used to
or
suppose the
whatever.
ALE, okay? They didn't use
Yeah,
anyone else. You
ALE.
don't need to bring any other expedition logistics into this. The logistics company used was ALE. ALE
Yeah.
don't even show mention to this TFE group.
That's odd.
Now,
Very odd.
for a whole year, we've been asking this, we've been bringing this up. Why aren't they mentioned? Why aren't they? But we never got an answer for it. Now, all of a sudden, a year later, on a so-called debate, they're saying, "Oh no, we told them to not mention us." Why would they not want to mention them in the first place, Luca?
Well, I don't know.
But yeah, it were in a random newspaper that you get free on public transport in England.
Yep.
Before Jeremy even know.
Other
Yeah.
news sites did obviously document it or mention it at least. So,
Look at-
we have other sites, not just ALE mentioning them.
Look, you know them stupid little comments in private chat. Oh my, looks like I was right again. Can you quit with that? Because we don't
Okay, I'm
totally
sorry.
mean it. Well, it's just silly because you knew we already told you.
That was about the person who controls the thing.
Exactly.
We corrected
exactly
you
that.
already,
Oh,
man.
seen it. I just seen it.
We literally corrected
Yeah.
you on it live. Anyway.
So, yeah.
So the point we're making is, yes, TFE group seems to keep lying and showing that they keep lying. And why should we trust them? I don't think we should trust them at all. So we've got more than enough reason to distrust and call them out for their dishonesty.
Yes.
Yeah, Randy's Disco Ball said TFE was immediately debunked with a weather forecast around Antarctica on the day they supposedly got lucky with a clear day. Exactly. Randy's
Yeah,
Disco
and it
Ball.
went against their weather. Like you said, it went against what we were looking live. I mean, we watched it live. And we
Nice.
went to the weather forecast live, and it didn't match with what they were showing.
24 hours in and
No, the real reason is because people have known that the Earth is a ball for years, thousands of years, so they didn't ever thought about we need to make sure we show this.
That's
thousands
not
of
true.
years.
That's not true.
You were in a documentary.
Yeah, that's not true.
That's fair, though.
It's not
No,
true at all.
it's not
And
true.
they were making, and why they would just hey guys, don't tell anybody we were there, even though we're going to come up with a documentary about it.
Mm.
What? You're
No,
promoting.
I'm referring to what Jones just said. About it being fair that, no one's going down there to document the 24-hour sun. They're going down there to, look at the penguins and stuff, I don't know. Or do the marathon and stuff. But no one's really going down there to document or look at the 24-hour sun because, well, they already know that it does happen. So there's no one really doing that. The only reason that TFE did that was to prove that there is a 24-hour sun to the flat earthers.
What?
What was that?
No ordinary person is going down there just for the 24-hour sun. You know? So why
Well,
would there be videos of
well,
the
let's put it this
24
way:
hour sun?
if
What?
I'm making a
It's meant to be a natural phenomena that not many people see. So if you go there, you would just totally ignore that and just I'll just look at these penguins.
you can go and look at a lot of adventure logistics companies in the north, and what is one of their main attractions? The 24-hour northern sun.
Exactly. Yep.
But
Right.
you never get any travel logistics company in the south that mentions the 24-hour sun in the south.
Those who have nothing to hide, hide nothing. And this is what TFE continues to do. From the conception, it's been like that. Will Duffy did, let's put this flat earth to bed. That's what his big thing was. So all of a sudden we're stopping doing that. It's very, very telling. It was exposed. It continues to be. And Luca, you should know that. This is just common sense. You got to add up the pieces. Why do you have to lie? Why do you have to say this? Why do it continues, and it's unbelievable.
Well, I guess more people go to the north and south, so I guess that could be a reason why. Because, well, most of the population live in the north rather than the south.
That's a lie. But okay.
What? What do you mean?
Brazil has more people in Brazil alone than the whole of Britain.
There's more people in the northern
Oh, okay.
hemisphere than the southern hemisphere.
Excuse me, do you know how much people live alone in Brazil?
Well, I don't know the population of Brazil.
Okay. Alone in Brazil. In let's put South America. Do you know what's the population of South America?
No.
It's a lot.
One or two.
Yeah, one or two, maybe five. 5 people. The point is, Luca, there's a lot of people in the south, okay? You're making it sound like, oh, because there's so much people in the north, like in India and stuff, then there's no people in the south. There's a lot of people in the south, man. Come on.
If most people were in north, wouldn't they be more interested in wanting to know what's in south?
I guess.
Well, speaking of that, that's actually interesting because I got a comment like saying, oh, the only reason Jaren left the flat earth is not because he was angry that flat earthers were being mean to him, which that literally was, he had a whole stream and poem about it, was because he thought the south was faked and he found out the south is actually real. What? Have you guys ever seen the south as faked?
Your mic keeps clipping. I don't know if it's my end.
Yeah, it was the internet
Yeah,
that just
yeah, no, it
buffered
was
out
clipping for me.
while I was saying that. I don't
Yeah,
know if you heard me though.
Yeah, I didn't hear that.
That comment, Flats, I could literally take as in, like, I don't believe in South of England.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's how retarded it was. Like,
Hey, this is just do you think, like, and maybe you guys have said this, but I was just thinking, the reason for this delay of this documentary, the reason why Candace Owens didn't interview Whitsitt is because it was riddled with deception and like just crazy lines and clouds and lies about this and that, and then his haircut's this short now. It's just tons, double-digit problems, in the problems. So I wonder if they're just like, guys, we just can't do this. Like it's just. You ever considered that?
Mm-hmm.
Because wasn't it supposed to be released in April or something?
Yeah, that's when we were having the discussion with what's his name, Jonathan, and he was like, when we were having a discussion, it sort of sounded like he said, yeah, in April the thing will be finished and released. Then we thought, okay, it's just delay because it's carrying on and carrying on. And now he's had that, I mean, it took what? Like 4 or 5 months just to make a trailer.
Yeah.
And that trailer is just saying coming soon. It doesn't even give a date.
Wow.
Yeah, it just seems like it's not going to happen, doesn't it?
Well, they might bring it out sort of like for an anniversary, so we might
Maybe.
see it sometime in December.
Oh,
That's what you were saying.
Don't
Yeah.
write it off because you know how sneaky they are.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh no, I'm not renting it off. Definitely not. I don't think it'll be the little ace up the sleeve. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I just find it very perplexing that Duffy all of a sudden just is like staying away from Flat Earth content all of a sudden. I don't think he's really staying away. I just think he's like using a sock account now to keep an eye on.
I look at it like this, me Flats. That Jonathan's like a proper documentary maker, isn't he? Like, you know,
He's a professional, yeah.
Yeah. Would you look at these individuals on YouTube and the things that they say and want to make a documentary that's, you know, a legit documentary that you hope's going to make you loads of money and that? Would you actually use these individuals? Because I wouldn't.
No. I wouldn't want to
Look
be
at
associated with him.
Right. Would you literally have him on a documentary?
No, I mean, this is the whole reason why I didn't want to be associated with the TFE. Because of Duffy alone. And because of everything he represents.
But isn't it funny that Jaren ends up in a lot of documentaries, not just Flat Earth, but he was on the documentary partly to do with a documentary where they interviewed
all the documentaries, yeah.
Remember, yeah.
All the documentaries he's been part of has been against Flat Earth, guys. Playing Flat Earther, but against Flat Earth. What does it tell you about him?
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, it's
weird.
I mean, he's been called out as a fake for many years, so what do we expect? But let's carry on.
I said thousands of years.
No. This is what you believe. This is gonna believe. A globe believe. It's not true.
What's not true?
It's about. I tell you when. It's about 600 years old.
So when I show you, can I show you books from the year 90 to one? You know,
you can show me.
What about
I'll tell
Ptolemy?
you something.
These guys believed in a globe Earth.
Wait a second. Who tells you that? The Catholic Church that that invented the globe?
So okay, so then if we can't count any of history now. You're saying that no history counts. Could you believe the history from 600 years, but not before that?
No, not this.
Well, what history do you believe?
I just.
To be fair, I did have this issue with Sam as well. I think it was last week or the week before. He wanted to say how much things were changed by the Catholic Church. I think they're giving it too much. I find they give the Catholic Church too much credit. Yes, they do withhold some history in their archives, in their library and stuff, okay? And they do bring out some... But they don't literally change history, okay? There's not much you can really do to change history other than just try and not teach someone a part of that history and maybe keep some of those things from the public. But that doesn't mean there aren't ways to get the true history. Yes, we've seen things, trying to make a different narrative about a situation, you could say. But again, there's still ways to get the actual historical narrative on things. And that's what I love so much about the Bible and the archaeology surrounding in the Middle East and everything, because it all collaborates 100% with the historical narratives presented in the Bible and the original manuscripts. You know what I mean? So no matter how much you want to claim Catholic Church is going to change things on there, they won't be able to, because history go hand in hand with the archaeology. And what's nice about the Bible, if it says this town was here based on this town next to this town, you can literally go there today and you can see it's there.
Yes. Yep.
But yeah, when it comes to the globe history, yeah, it's only the last 500-600 years really where the globe narrative has really been pushed.
Yeah. And we have people that in the early 20th century, 1900s, were teaching flat Earth.
Still teaching flat Earth, of course.
So it wasn't that what's his name? The heliocentric model that was introduced in the 1900s.
George Lemaitre. George Lemaitre was the Big Bang cosmologist
that
father.
kind of,
yeah,
I think that's when they started pushing the anti-God thing.
Yeah, because the globe.
Sorry, that is a good point, though, Charles, because if we're to believe that everyone knew Earth were a globe in 2,000 years ago, why did it only start taking hold in 1600s? You know what I mean?
And you know what?
Right.
We can use recent religions that even debunk that notion. For instance, Islam. Islam started 600 years after Christianity. What does Islam teach? The Earth is flat.
Flat Earth, yeah. A dome.
Okay. Yeah, now, this is long after Jesus' time, and this is long after what they claim Aristophanes came from, okay? Jesus was on Earth after Aristophanes' time, yet Jesus never corrected his disciples about the shape of the Earth.
Exactly.
Everybody in those times, and still do, the Torah is based on claiming the Earth to be flat, so really weird.
That is weird, yeah.
Why hasn't any rabbis and things said, guys, the Torah's false?
Well, how many footstools have you seen that are a ball shape with no legs or feet?
Exactly.
It's insane, man.
Established, unmovable.
And just use again
Circle of the
reasoning,
Earth.
intelligence.
No, that's not
Basic
intelligence.
reasoning. Let me prove it to you.
Okay.
The thing is that in 1440,
Right.
a bishop, a German Catholic bishop called Nicholas of Cusa, wrote a book that's called Learned Ignorance. And in his book, he's starting to talk about the Earth not being alone in the universe, not being stationary. So my question is this: if the entire world was believing this for like so long, how come you had to start, to write a book about it? It's like me saying today, oh, you know what? The Earth is a globe, and I'm going to write a book about it. This is ridiculous.
Well,
Luke, what's going on over there?
I'm doing the work. I'm doing everything.
Are you doing everything? Okay.
The Catholic Church did start inventing science when they started inventing the globe thing. This is, there are videos about it. There are, many evidence of it, and we also know why they did it, and what was the objective. One of the main objectives, let's say, about it. So it's not for like thousands of years. And again, in our book,
I agree with Sam there. It's not thousands of years. It's actually very recent. And you can pinpoint around about 600 years when they started really pushing the globe. And I mean, I still go on the fact that, like, for instance, Aristotle and Aristophanes and stuff was a made-up fictional character.
Yeah.
Because there's no evidence the guy even existed.
See, all we've got is them telling us that like the ancient Greeks knew Earth or a globe. We don't know, do we, whether they pushed the globe or not. It's just what we get told. We get told Newton come up with gravity, but when you read Newton's work, he says that it's a lot of bunkum and he didn't want nothing to do with it. So they like to use dead guys and put arguments on them.
Right.
Yeah.
That's right. Because dead guys speak loads of words, don't they? You can put any words you want into a dead guy's mouth.
But why do we? I mean, we can establish whether we live on a globe now. We don't need to go 2,000 years back to some fat Greek bloke, do we? You know what I mean? We can figure it out without that.
Right.
Yeah. Jesus would have corrected him when he was on Earth. Hey guys, it's all wrong. Nope.
Right. Exactly.
Okay,
Sticks and shadows give you an R value. Yeah, right. That's ridiculous.
That is Greek mythology, guys. What they believe the Earth to be. Does that look like a globe to you?
Not really. Looks like levels.
Looks like I'm not going to say what it looks like.
Yeah.
I don't even know what that is.
That's what Greek mythology believed in. They believed in a flat Earth too, guys.
Yeah.
They had the underworld, Hades.
Yep.
They had the dome on top of the Earth, which separated, and they had who holds the Earth up again?
Atlas.
Atlas was holding the Earth up like a bowl.
Which is
Yeah, but well, hold on a minute, because I've seen people do videos about Atlas, and when you actually research back, he weren't holding a globe.
He was
They were
holding a bowl.
sky up,
That's the same. He
firmament.
was holding the bowl. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what I'm saying. This whole notion of the Greeks knew, since there are thousands of years, is nonsense. They only start portraying Greek mythology, Greek globeness about 600 years ago. That's what I said.
What about Testament?
Sorry?
What about Testament?
He doesn't exist, man. Show any evidence. Show any evidence Aristophanes ever existed. Please go ahead.
Can't.
There's not
Oh,
one
yeah,
shred of evidence for Aristophanes ever existed. You know why? Because the only so-called evidence of him burnt down in the Library of Alexandria, apparently. And the person who only mentioned Aristophanes apparently lived 300 years after him.
I think it was mentioned in a book.
Yes, 300 years after he supposedly existed.
Mentioned in a book, but not mentioned in a book as in being the man who worked out Earth with a ball.
Nope.
And guys, doesn't Sticks and Shadows work on a level plane anyway?
Yes, it does.
They work the same way.
It's
exactly the same.
This is going back to what you were on about, Flats, with history being faked. And it's not so much it's being faked, but just stories added to it. and
Exactly. Gets tails.
added into it, you know what I mean?
It's like pin the donkey. Pin the tail on a donkey. That's exactly what the globe is. They've just pinned some more tails onto the donkey.
So, like, you've heard that people say, is storied, don't you? And whoever wins the war writes history and all that. So, who's in charge of writing history? And it's heliocentrist, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So, they're going to put heliocentrism into history when it weren't in history.
Yeah.
Yep.
Exactly that.
Good point.
So yeah, when it's said that like history's changed, kind of, it's actually almost the wrong words to say, because it's not really history's changed. It's just a false narrative pushed on gullible people. Because this is the thing I do have against flat earthers, though. They think that because history's changed, you can't trust it. Nonsense. Okay? History is actually a beautiful thing, guys. If you don't have history, there's so much you can learn through history. Whether you want to believe it or not, there's always backward alleys to get the actual truth through history.
And like what I've noticed recently from his interactions with short seasoners, the Americans don't seem to have a grasp on how rich an history Europe has and England. You know, we've got hundreds, if not 1,000 years more history than Americans have. You know what I mean?
But
So you can. I've heard people say, "Well, we can't know no before 1700 and that." Like, I beg to differ on that. Like, you know.
But I mean, that's I mean, even my family history has a very rich history through Europe, for thousands of years. And it totally goes against what Satan's short seasonists say.
Yeah.
So
You're one of elites, aren't you, Flats?
Yeah.
I
just wish my elite family would actually give me the riches I deserve. You know what I mean?
It's got to say, yeah, man. We was talking about that earlier, hoping this came up in conversation.
That's why I brought it up. Funny.
Yeah. I should actually call my uncle and say, "Hey, man, where's my money, Mr. Rothschild? Come on, what's going on here?"
Yeah, man. Get on to Nathan. Maybe he might be able to have a little word. I know he's a bit of an outcast now, but he's about the closest you'll get.
Okay.
That I'm Jewish Sephardic, so I read ancient books. The word globe doesn't even exist there, and everything says that it's flat, but that's something else that you can say. I don't believe in the Bible.
No, I didn't say that.
No problem with this.
I believe that people who wrote the Bible believed that the Earth was flat. Clearly, they didn't believe in a globe.
Not believe, understood. It's not like
It is.
That contradicts the claim that everybody knew Earth were a globe 2,000 years ago, does it not?
Yes, it does.
Yeah, he said thousands of years ago.
Good point.
Yeah, exactly.
Good point. So he's actually contradicted himself. Yeah. It's quite sad.
Telling me that people back 2,000 years ago knew about the shape of the Earth? How did they know that?
5,000 years ago.
Okay, 5,000 years ago. How did they know the shape of the Earth?
God told him.
I tell you how. The thing is that
They thought that just their area existed.
No, please don't quote McToon. Please don't quote McToon. That guy's a total chuff nugget. I said chuff nugget because I was thinking a total different word.
There you go. That's the filter.
That was the Christian me coming out. Okay.
It's the Christian filter. Yeah.
I just want to say, anybody who states anything McToon says like that needs to get their heads checked. McToon lied to you guys, okay? The guy is a deceiver, straight out. No, Jaren.
That's what they're all doing. McKeegan, Fight the Flat Earth, McToon. They're deceiving globers. They're not deceiving flat earthers. They're deceiving globers.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. It's insane, man. How's Jaren pushing this nonsense?
They're preying on people who can't think for themselves, like you, Luca. They're preying on you, mate.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think so.
It's witchcraft.
Yeah.
They're literally doing witchcraft on you, dude.
Yeah.
You've fallen for their spell.
I could say the same thing about flat earthers.
What spell have Flat
Some of
Earth has
them.
fallen for?
Well, basically all of it is a
Waiting.
lie.
I'm waiting.
Well, the Earth isn't flat.
Okay,
so-
we've done this before, but I'm going to do it again. Wait, we've done this
zero.
before. I'm going to do this again. Luca, can you feel the Earth moving at the moment? Do you observe the Earth moving?
No.
Great. Do you observe the Earth curve?
Technically, yeah.
So the Earth's not too big to see the curve?
Well, if you want to see an effect of the Earth curve, then you
So
basically
you don't see
are
Earth
seeing
curve
the
then? So
Earth.
you don't see Earth curve?
You don't see effects of Earth curve either.
No.
You're seeing an effect of the curve.
Okay, let's just go
No,
back.
no.
Let's make it simple.
No. You can't see an effect to something that doesn't exist.
Right.
Well,
What
then
exactly
the
do you
Earth
think
must
you were
be
seeing
curved
that's
then.
an effect of Earth curve? Because I'm pretty sure there is none.
Okay. Well, let's just put it to basic, simple things then. Like you said, you don't observe the Earth moving. Great.
yeah.
Does the Earth? Are you guys
Yeah.
claiming the Earth moves?
Yes.
Okay. Occam's razor.
And I mean,
The simplest
really fast.
explanation is that
It
the
doesn't
Earth
just
isn't
move.
moving. That's Occam's razor.
Do you know what Occam's razor is?
it moves fast.
Yeah, it's the simplest explanation and it's usually the correct one.
And what's the simplest explanation for we don't observe Earth moving?
Well, if that's all it is, then I suppose that the Earth isn't moving.
Great. So no globe. Well done. Okay. That was easy. And how do we know the Earth is a stationary enclosed plane? Well, because God, who made it, went and told Moses face to face how he did it.
Exactly.
Yep.
Yes. That's exactly right.
I want to tell you a little story, right? I used to go to school with a lad called Dave, and he was a Christian. And we used to mock him, I used to mock him, and we all used to mock him. And about a year and a half ago, me and Beth had gone for a pint, And I bumped into Dave. He were in there having a coffee with a friend. And he comes over and he says, how you doing? You all right? And I'm like, you never guess what, Dave? And he's like, what? I says, I'm a believer now, like. And he was like, oh, nice one, like, shaking me hand. And I says, and do you know something else, Dave? He went, what? I said, Earth's flat. And he went, I know it. He says, I know it is. Bible says so.
Wow.
I've not seen Dave in like 20 odd years.
I remember when you told me the story. I was like, what? But that's the thing. There's
That's
so
cool.
many flat earthers out there.
Yep.
People don't actually realize how normal people are just out there being flat earthers because they see through all the nonsense.
Yep.
I honestly think there's more globers on the internet than in real life.
Well, I think Globe is it's exaggerated on YouTube, especially because they'll use all these
That's my point,
multiple accounts. You know what I mean? I can pretty safely say I know one person is at least 50 accounts.
Oh yeah.
You know?
Oh yeah.
Zebra.
They like to pretend to show like that everybody's against the flat earthers. You know what I mean?
Yeah. They've ramped up the
Weak.
space fake X. It's all you see is rockets. Now we're getting some live footage from Mars, aka Canada. Anyway, and it's just like it's just more sensational. Keep them on the ball, and you know, it's interesting. It's very telling because I really feel like they're losing ground
Because
and
it's all an agenda. I mean, if you've seen all the agenda of anything, especially today, it's against God. Okay, everything they do is against God. The globe is against God. Misgenderation is against God. So-called free speech that's not free speech goes against God. Okay?
Yep.
Everything that you're being pushed today on the perversions is being called good now, and what is good is called bad. Things that are good that's been called bad is from God. It's literally a 180, and the globe is part of that 180 of God's creation.
yeah,
It's part
knowingly
of
and sometimes unknowingly.
Yeah,
you know?
and that's why I when I do talk to Glober Christians, I make it very simple and I try and explain it to them. Yes, you believing in a globe doesn't change your salvation. Great, but you got to still wrestle with yourself and say, well, God told me this, and I'm going against what God says. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That's something
that's
they
true.
got to wrestle with, because I had to wrestle with that.
me too.
I had to. Even though, I mean, I've been a Glober Christian most of my life.
Me too.
And I can honestly tell you, if I had to read in the Bible before I became a flat earther, that the way I'm reading it now, just based on that alone, I would have to say, okay, God, you are more important to me than what some guy on the internet tells me that the Earth's a globe. I would do that. You understand? Because I don't feel, as being a Christian, that I can call God a liar because some guy tells me the Earth is a globe.
Right.
Change over my internet.
Well, I were considering something like this, Flats. You know, I've had no church upbringing. I've had no indoctrination. I didn't become a believer till I was 37. I'm 46 now. And I'm constantly, like, regarding when we're dealing with heretics, constantly getting told you've been indoctrinated by this person, you were following that person, and I'm not following none of them. I'm just reading my Bible. So it don't matter to me whether Jesus returned in 70 AD or he didn't. The point is, it's not what Bible says, and I can only be in agreement with Bible. You know what I mean? It don't really matter to me whether Earth's flat or a ball. You know what I mean? But
it's just the reality.
Reality tells me it's not a ball. Bible tells me it's not a ball. Like, so
But I mean,
just be foolish to think otherwise.
But I mean, you should be fooling yourself when you go and you read Joshua 10. Okay, this is just an example, like Joshua 10. We're just saying, God, please make the sun and moon stop over Abaddon and Ajalon, so we can finish it. And God stopped the sun from moving.
Yeah.
And then you get these global Christians like, No, but that could mean something else. No.
No, it doesn't.
Well,
mean
that's
what
when
it
you
says.
get into realms of you forcing your opinion onto what Bible's saying, you know, and that's a problem with a lot of people. You know, that you get these beliefs and you get caught up on them, and then they want to try and show on that belief into scriptures when it's not there.
Exactly.
Well, there's like a veil that's been built. Like I was a Christian too. I read Genesis over and over, and I read the Joshua story, you know, and then I don't know. It's like once it was revealed to me, I went right back to the Lord, and I was like, Lord, can you give me peace about, you know, where we live, and like, is it, you know, it was it was an interesting little journey, you know, but yeah, I mean, I was definitely once I read it again, I was like, wow, why did I don't know. It's hard to explain, but the real enemy here is this. It's saying that God uses metaphors, or he doesn't like really, you know, well, maybe it's this, and he was just telling him that because to make him feel better. It's ludicrous, and I'm like,
Well, that's Satan, isn't it? Just like what he said to Eve. God didn't really mean you'll die.
yeah.
No, that's the lie, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It was a revelation. It was a revelation reading Genesis for the first time with my, you know,
Open eyes.
You know that, yeah.
I mean, I've got a loving to get to the roots or meanings of all scripture now, because I want a deeper understanding of how the writers were thinking and what they were thinking. And when you go and you look at this, you see the depth of everything actually, and you realize that, wow, we've been taught such a filtered, watered down Christianity.
Yes.
It's actually it's a shame. You know what I mean? It's really a shame, because Christians, unfortunately, today are watered down. And I think that's why there's no power in Christianity today, because the people have been getting. How can I put this? I'm trying to think of a nice word. Skim milk. They're getting skim milk and not full cream.
Yes. Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
I mean, and I'm half speaking for myself as well. Like, how many Christians do you think, if they were set on fire, they'd be singing praises to God all while they're burning?
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's the faith that the disciples had.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, exactly.
There is something to reading the Bible for yourself. Mono e mono, between you and God. Forget, because so many times we leaned on pastors or men or shepherds, some good, most just they're human, and we just had to come to the realization of ourselves. And I think that kind of helped me remove all that to see, you know, a personal relationship with Jesus.
Amen. Yeah.
You know, and that's for everybody. And a lot of that power is like, well, and if you like, you read the scripture, like reading Acts and stuff, it's amazing what the early church was doing. It was phenomenal. Like, they were all with one accord. They were giving away things. No one was without. Everyone had everything they needed. It was beautiful. And one of the things is that we took the word church, which is an English term from ecclesia, and so that's a big difference there, because it says you are the ecclesia. We're about the kingdom of God. We're not operating in the world. We're in the world. We're not of the world.
Right.
And see, that's a huge thing. I think a lot of Christians are in the world and kind of the world and kind of Christian, like part time. You know, like, I think that's what I was a lot. You know, and you know, and it does come down to like measure of your heart. You know? Like, my heart was, you know, it was, of course I was confused, but I wasn't like sinister about it. You know.
Mm-hmm. Okay, there's Roger again. Tried to add him earlier, but there we go. Hey, Roger.
Yeah.
Hey, Roger.
I don't know why. Hey, Charles, PJ, Luca, and Michael.
Boss, yeah.
Yo.
Hi, Roger.
But this is actually something I would be interested in doing. Going to debate Globe Christians on just Joshua 10 alone.
That would be cool.
Just Joshua 10, nothing else.
Yeah.
How would they how would they go around what Joshua 10 says? Do they believe the Bible is true? Do they believe what the Bible says is true? Do they believe what God says is true? And I mean, if you just look at what the Bible says, there's power in your words, okay? And it says if you have faith as a mustard seed, you can say to this mountain, be moved. But how you are taught is, it's not because of the faith. It's because you have the faith in God that the mountain can be moved. It's not in your
God
faith.
moves mountain, not really you.
Exactly.
No, of course.
And when Joshua told the sun and the moon to stop, he asked God to please stop the sun and moon. So the God who created the sun and moon stopped the sun and moon. God didn't correct him and say, let me stop the earth. He respected his words and stopped the sun.
That's right.
If the sun wasn't moving, he wouldn't stop the sun.
But
Because it would be a lie.
So, like the globe believer will tell you that God stopped the Earth. Can you tell me what process put Earth into that rotation in Genesis? Because I'm quite sure that were an effect that our solar system grew and it became a sun, and then all gas and particles started forming, and that's why it's rotating, because it were all rotating around the sun and rotating together.
Well, I want to know.
That's why Earth rotates. If that didn't happen in Genesis, how can you force that into Joshua?
But this is like I usually ask though: does a sphere have form?
Yes.
And God created the Earth formless.
Without formless.
There we go. Globe dead. Don't even have to go on.
Form, and then you formed it. Yep. Does it have corners?
Spheres don't have corners, nope.
Does a sphere have corners?
Nope. But a circle does. It's called cardinal directions.
Yep.
What?
North, east, south, west. I just want to quickly read.
It's also got 4 quadrants, you know.
Yeah. I just want to quickly read the poll out so far. TFE was nothing but dishonest. After 62 views, yes 48%, no 52%. That's interesting.
Wow.
Interestingness. I think we got to carry on with the actual discussion though. Otherwise we're gonna.
Great.
But I did like this discussion though. It's very good.
I do love it.
We're into part 4.
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
All right, I'll be quiet.
This is in your books, not in ours. You see, for example, I give you a sample. I don't want to talk now about spiritual, Jewish mysticism. But the thing is that you see, there is a non-story in the Bible of Adam.
Vicky says she wants me to read her last comment. What is your last comment? Sorry, Vicky, I'm looking for it. There's so much comments. Hi, Wesley.
Yes.
Is that Vicky's last comment? It's the last one I see of Vicky on, yeah? Hi, Wesley. That's your last comment. Sorry, Vicky. Hi, Wesley. I don't think that's the one she wants me to read, but that's the last one I see.
I can't see it. I can't see one for ages. Hold on.
No, I didn't. Okay, let's
good,
get it on.
thanks. How are you? No, it's not one.
Anyway, well, we
And
find
God gives him an order. He says, fructify and multiply, and what is translated as dominate the earth, or fill up the earth, or fulfill the earth.
Okay.
And this is understandable by the fact that he said actually to Adam to know the earth, because you cannot dominate the earth, you cannot just control it if you don't know its limits, if you don't know its shape, if you don't know what.
Yeah.
Sorry, just quickly. No, it wasn't Vicky. It said it was manager. It said it. Vicky didn't say that.
It was manager. Can you read my last? Oh, sorry. Sorry, Sogs. Oh, there we go. Saves. Have you been to Robben Island? Yes, I have. Have you seen it from Cape Town or seen Cape Town from Robben Island proves the Earth flat? Yes, I have. Actually, I laid down flat on the ground, on the beach at Blaubergstrand, which is about 12 kilometers away. And I could literally see the sand on the shore of Robben Island while doing that. Yeah.
How many miles was that? Weiss?
That was when I just became a flat earther, by the way. I used my little iPhone. I think it was a 7 at that time.
Yeah.
And I could literally and I could see the... I told my wife, I'm like, wow, this is insane. I'm not supposed to see that. So if I do go to Cape Town, if I do go to Cape Town sometime, I will definitely be replicating that. So yeah.
Where are you going? So one of the first orders to God, from God to Adam, was to know the place he was living in. Now, when it comes to the flood, I made a video.
But Adam knew the shape of the earth. Adam went all over the earth.
Yes.
Yeah, of course.
Oh.
Of course.
Okay.
It's not.
Yes, Adam knew the shape of the earth because he literally walked with God in Garden of Eden. I mean, really.
Yeah, he doesn't believe in God, dude. He really doesn't.
No. He hates God.
Yeah.
He does believe in God. He just hates God. He does. He believes the God of the Bible is evil and vindictive and whatever because he doesn't understand how to read Scripture.
He did pray to Satan too.
Yeah, remember the problem with Jerenism is he loves lust. He loves sick things. He loves self. And God is everything against that.
Yeah.
So,
he's of the world.
Exactly.
He loves the world.
Oil and water cannot mix.
Yeah. I hope he has a revelation of who he is and surrenders.
Amen. No, we can only pray for him.
Mm-hmm.
Because
he's sort of set himself on back foot for that now, though, hasn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Because back in all globe belief that leads you further away from God.
Exactly. Yeah, he's kind of put himself in a coffin and nailed it shut.
Yeah.
But see, I can never get my head around someone who finds truth and then turns his back on it.
I 100% agree.
Mental. Absolutely mental.
Yeah.
In the jungle.
Yeah, sorry. When you just said that, I was like thinking of Rhett and Link. I don't know if you guys know who Rhett and Link is. From Good Morning Mythical.
Of course. Good Mythical Morning, you mean?
Yeah.
Brilliant. Love them.
They used to be Christians. But like Rhett, I recently saw a video on his new channel that where he just talks, and he was explaining why he doesn't believe in God and doesn't believe in hell anymore. And it was actually very sad to hear. You know what I mean? And his whole reasoning why he doesn't believe hell exists is because why would a loving God create suffering? That's literally it. Yeah. And I was thinking to myself, that's based on so much ignorance and false understanding of what it actually is, what hell actually is, and why.
Yeah. Luca.
Sorry.
Bye.
Cheers, Luca. Blessings, mate.
Later, Luca.
Cheers.
Blessings.
Bye.
Cheers. But yeah, anyway, how he was converted into Christianity was young through his parents, but his parents made him afraid of hell. And that's a big issue in Christianity today because a lot of people have false conversions because they get what they call the doom conversion.
Yeah.
Because they're scared of hell. They get scared of hell. And it's so sad because so many people end up losing their salvation later on in life because of that. Because they weren't really Christians. The only reason they were Christians was because they were scared they're going to hell. And I wish people would actually educate themselves and see that's not actually what hell is about. That's not actually anything. Hell is just literally separation from God. That's it. It's away from God. It is a place created for the demons. It was a place created that he separated himself from them because they chose to be a part of God. Not be a part of God's creation, not be part of him anymore. They separated him. They divorced him.
Yeah.
And you make that choice to go to that place. You make your choice to be there. Remember, God is everything good. And unfortunately, there is always a quote, I don't like saying this, yin and yang. There's always an opposite. And what is opposite of good? Unfortunately, there's a place for that.
You can't have free choice without that temptation or evil,
Exactly.
though, can you? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I find it very sad that people are like, well, if God's a loving God, he's not going to send me to hell. Hell doesn't really exist. It's a man-made thing.
But you have to go deeper than that, because would God be loving if he just allowed everybody to go to heaven? Because then we'd just have evil in heaven again, you know. It'd be a continuous loop, you know. It has to be the way it is, but it gives you that choice, it gives you that free will. You choose him or not.
But think about it this way as well. You can't force someone to love you. You can't force someone to be with you forever. You know what I mean? It's almost like taking a wife and you're forcing that wife to love you. The wife's not really going to love you because you're forcing it on her, you know? You're keeping her as a slave, actually. There's not actually a real love there.
Right.
And God understands this, so he gives a free will. So he's not going to force you to be with him forever. If you don't want to be with him, he's just going to respect your wishes.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. He's not a dictator. He's not forcing you to love him. He created you with a free will, and he wants you to choose to come to him.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and there has to be. That's why there's like this. You know, hey, you know, like when Jesus is on the boat and Jesus is on the water, you have to go out there and meet him. You have to put some faith. You have to believe that, you know, there's this moment, and man, I can't explain I wish people could experience that. And that's why we just got to continue with our testimonies and declaring and spreading the gospel.
Yeah.
Let you be glorified.
Yeah.
Hey,
Charles, most people will take the first step, dude. They're afraid to step out of the boat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'd have been diving off that boat and run into him.
All right. Okay. How about this? There's an open door. You got to walk through it.
No.
You got to ask. You got to knock. You can't just, he's not breaking the door down and going to grab you. And just like Paul, you know, like he was crucifying Christians and stuff, like literally, and he knocked him off the horse. And the first thing that this guy was like, didn't even believe, hated, you know. Yes, Lord, what did you need? That's the first thing he said.
Right.
And so a lot of us act all tough, like, oh, you know, I'm not going to choose it. But deep down, you know, he's there. You know, like sometimes we don't know what's going on in the hearts of the rebellious, you know.
Deep down they know, though, even though they are rebellious, like they know. I used to have a friend, Charles, and he used to literally jump up and down on the spot and point to the sky saying, I hate God. You know what I mean? I used to think, I was a man to be like that, you know what I mean? But deep down, he knows.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you do. And boy, when he meets you, man, it's the most beautiful thing.
I mean, I can't imagine myself ever saying, I don't believe in God, I don't want to be with God, after you have your first encounter with the Holy Spirit. It's just impossible. I wouldn't be able to tell myself that it wasn't real. Just like it doesn't make sense that, for instance, a flat earther would become a globe would become a flat earther and then move back to the globe. You've seen the reality. You've seen the truth. And you just go back to sticking your fingers in your ears. How does that make sense?
So it's ye of little faith, isn't it? You know, if you were a glober and you found flat earth and went back to globe, you had no faith in your belief in flat earth.
Yeah.
And some people choose choose to serve evil because it's all about them. Because the devil promises, just like he tempted Jesus in the wilderness. And a lot of times people get the same temptations.
Yeah.
I mean, like, talking about faith, like the Christian faith in a faith in God being real. You know, it's faith in His grace. You know, faith that He's going to keep His promise for salvation. That's what the Christian faith is.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Good, but
How long did it take him to walk around the Earth?
Oh
to
man.
walk around?
Well, how did he get
was
around?
walking around?
He flew?
Well, I tell you something.
I didn't know
How
he
do you
flew.
think Moses saw the entire earth when God showed him the entire earth?
In his mental
out of
vision,
the
I would
mountain
bet. I don't think anybody.
I just want to point out, Adam didn't leave the Garden of Eden before the fall. Okay, the Bible doesn't say that. Because God said He created a place for him. Okay?
Yeah. Four rivers,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
He tended to. Mm-hmm.
So that doesn't mean that he went anywhere. Yes, Adam probably had supernatural knowledge about everything, but that doesn't mean he physically had to go everywhere.
Why would he want to go anywhere when he was in
the presence
place
of
where every Christian wants to be?
Exactly.
Amen.
You know, we're
Right.
for God knows how many 4,000 years or whatever. Man's wanted to get back to heaven.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mental.
So I don't agree with Sam on that, though.
Yeah.
Thinks he walked around it.
Of course you don't think so. And this is the point.
Okay.
Because, behind the globe belief, there is a spiritual war. We know that. We understand that.
Well, okay,
It's
you say
actually
you know
to bring
that.
people to believe that the earth, was created itself, that it is insignificant, in the world, and that actually God did not create the earth.
Yeah, but you've now equated,
We know that
but
war.
you've
We
equated the
understand
globe
that war.
Earth with inconsequential. But that's your own.
Just want to say, Wonder One is saying, if we all come from Adam and Eve, then there is some major incest going on. You do know the Bible talks of Adam and Eve as the first created. Doesn't mean he didn't create other humans after. Just to let you know. I mean, where did Cain get his wife?
That's a good question. He went down the road to another city, didn't he?
Yeah, that means there were other people. Adam means first man. So it doesn't mean God didn't create more people after. They just the narrative is just gone by of the original, the first man, Adam. That's what Adam means, first man. So that doesn't mean he didn't create other people. We don't know. I would love to ask God one day, and I'm definitely going to ask this. But it doesn't mean there was incest in the way we see it today. Also, you got to understand that there were the way bloodlines worked those days, you could say, were different than today. Today, it's a lot of, again, watered down bloodlines. Things, and even us, a lot of people are still actually far distant cousins and brothers and sisters, by the way. So it's practically still incest if you really want to look at it that way. We still come from the original.
I think incest in this modern terms, you can't use it.
Yeah. That's also it's different.
No. Yeah, and by the way, guys,
I'm not sure, but if it had to be done that way, then it had to be done that way, But then I mean, if it was done that way, fine. But I mean, because that's how it sounds biblically, because it doesn't tell us he created something else, but it doesn't say he didn't.
Yeah.
Of course. But if that's how it had to start, then that's how it started. Eventually, it got to the point where he said, no, you can't sleep with your relative, this closer relative or whatever, So I don't know.
But yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like because the Bible didn't say Cain married his sister. It said Cain got himself a wife.
It did say that.
Yeah,
It
so
did say that. So it's one of them.
I mean, you could go absolutely crazy on it and say Adam slept with himself, seeing as Eve came from Adam.
Yeah, exactly.
You go all kinds of crazy with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
Or that,
God made Eve.
maybe that's where Lilith came in, you know? Lilith, yeah, his first wife that wouldn't lay beneath him, woman.
I heard about the Lilith thing. I'm not real. I don't understand.
They have a thing here on the stateside. It's called the Lilith Festival, and it's basically a lesbian festival.
Oh, no doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently Lilith was his first wife.
I actually want to do a stream. I actually want to do a stream coming up in this week about Satanism, and what they really believe in things. It's actually quite sad. It's actually very sad. It's not what people believe really, but
the claim is, I've listened to some documentaries and stuff about it, and you know the claim they're not really following Satan and stuff is.
Yeah, that's what they claim. They claim that Satanism. They don't even believe in Satan apparently.
Yeah. But I don't know about that. Like,
I don't buy it either. I think it's more along the lines of they believe in, they want self-lusts. They just, they lust after their own desires more than God, and so they use the Satanistic label to push their agendas. You know what I mean? But it's a false light. Just like the Bible talks about Lucifer is a false light. Is a what's that? Counterfeit. Satanism is the same thing. It's a counterfeit light. They're trying to be seen as these loving people that only want the good for everybody, and everybody's allowed to just express themselves and be who they are. And if you be a good person, no.
Till someone disagrees with them, and then they're all nasty. I mean, look at these pride people. Like, there's pride. They're supposed to, all you hear them saying, "Well, we just love each other. It's all about love." Weren't Jesus about love? But then you disagree with them and watch them start sticking finger up and spitting on you. You know what I mean? It's like there's no love in them people, really.
I thank you for your $5.
They're talking about passionate love. You know what I mean? For lustful love.
Yeah,
that's not
pure lust and pride. I mean, it's titled correctly, pride. You know.
Exactly.
I just want to say thank you, CB, for your $5 super chat. Appreciate it. He says, you can't worship the devil ironically. It's not possible. It's just Satan worship. But that's the thing. Satan and the devil are the same person. As Revelation states, Satan and the devil. Satan, who is the devil, gets thrown into the pit.
Absolutely. Lucifer's angelic name. You know?
Yeah. But thank you for your super chat. Anyway, CB, appreciate all the support.
I want to hear what McKeegan has to say about God. I don't know if he's an atheist or he's
that's the thing. I don't really know but I've gathered he's maybe an atheist because he hasn't really spoken about God before. And he's just sitting now with, looking very perplexed. So let's actually see what he says.
Right before you press play, I'm going to get off.
It was great having you on, man. You were lot longer than 10 minutes, by the way.
Yeah, I'm getting tired.
Yeah, and your guys' clock has turned back today, remember?
Yeah, clocks go back tonight.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Last Sunday at month, innit?
Can you believe
it? Okay. Is that short? Do we get an hour less or hour more?
Back. You get an extra hour because we go back.
Extra hour, yeah. It's not really an extra hour.
It just means that
because we lost it last time, you know what I mean?
It just means you wait longer for flats, really.
Yeah,
how sad is that? The only effect that affects me when clocks change is flats.
You wait longer.
That's a nice place.
So now it's not an hour. So now it's not an hour difference, and it's 2 hours again.
2 hours. 2 hours. Oh, so that'll affect me tomorrow, flat. So I'll have to remember that.
Oh yeah. But we're still gonna do normal time, correct?
Yeah. So what time do we normally do? 12.
I do. No, I usually do 1 o'clock by you, correct? And I do 2 o'clock.
Yes. All right. So it'll be 12 then for me.
So it'll be 12 for you then, if that's okay with you.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Fine. Looking forward to tomorrow. It's going to be fun.
Oh yeah, tomorrow's gonna
Tell
be
you
awesome,
what.
guys.
It would be better if you make it midday rather than 12, Michael. Yeah.
Hey, Michael,
Luca
you
would
got
have got that one if he was here. Yeah.
So you're doing a testimony on PJs today, right, Michael?
No.
He's already done his testimony.
No, that's a premiere. That's a premiere, Roger.
Hi, I got you.
He's already done it. It's on his channel. It's already on his channel, but I thought I'd premiere it as well so more people could see it.
I mean, everybody keeps saying it was good live.
Very good, man.
Oh, brilliant. And
That's
well
very good.
presented. I mean, the way you put the video in there, like showing where you used to live, where you moved to, the church and all that. Brilliant. Fantastic. Showing the miners' strike. Excellent. Brilliant.
DT
Yeah,
and Thomas
cool.
said, "Are you sure it's tonight?" He says my calendar shows the 2nd.
It's always last Sunday month when clocks change.
You know what? Let's just do it easy way. Let's go to Mrs. Google.
Will we still be in October next Sunday?
Well, we're supposed to be raptured already again, so I don't know. We have missed the rapture once again.
Oh, is it going to happen this Christmas? Is that when it's going to happen?
Last Sunday of
It
October.
was supposed to happen yesterday. It was supposed to happen Friday.
I'm getting
The last
whiplash
Sunday
from
of
all
October.
this.
The last Sunday of October. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's
The last Sunday of
Yeah, that's-
October. So that's true. Because tomorrow is the last
Right.
Sunday of October. Because Friday is the
Yes.
31st.
Look, right.
Yeah.
I'm 46-year-old, right? We've been changing clocks twice a year. As long as I've been alive, it's always been last Sunday month in October and last Sunday month March.
Well, I don't know because it never changes. Yeah. We normal people in South Africa, so we just keep our clocks
Yeah,
the
but
same.
we got time. We can only go an hour or two. You know, back and forth in the future though. We can't go any more than 2
Because
hours.
all we do is when it's winter, we just say, okay, it gets darker sooner. Great. Time stays
Flats
the
has
same.
been last about a week. Flats will say to me, "Oh, it's getting cold," like, and then a week later, it's like it's getting warm again.
Hey, it was cold for a while, man.
We had winter for 2 days.
Well, Wes, are you going to get snow this year? You want to bet on it?
I know it's quite crazy. We have been having weird weather sometimes this last few years though.
To be honest, it's been quite mild here.
Yeah. But in the UK, it's true. You do get 4 seasons in one day.
Me and Beth walked to town today, like, and it's first day I've wore a coat, and I regretted wearing it. I was red hot.
So did I. So
Not
did I.
cold enough for a coat yet, like.
No, but what it was, I had my tracky top on, but I put that fleecy underneath it, and it was too hot, way too hot.
You know when you're in queue at a till in a shop and you've got coat on, you're sweating and you feel like you're going to collapse. That's what I was like earlier. Right,
It's when you're standing with sore feet anyway, you know what I mean? It kills you. I'm so impatient in a queue. I'm so impatient.
I am.
You blame the till, you blame the shop assistant, you blame the person in front of you, the person in the stand.
2 weeks ago, I were in Home Bargains, and the queues were massive. They were going down aisles, and I'm still in the queue, and a woman come down and opened a new till, and these 2 lesbians from behind me just went straight into the till. I was like, "There's a queue here," like, you know, and I ended up having a mass argument with them in shop, like.
Yeah.
I was like, reading manners, like, there's people queuing, and you just come and walk straight into the till, like.
Yeah, I think it's wrong.
Okay.
Yes.
Right, night, guys.
Night,
Love you all.
cheers,
God
man.
bless.
Sleep well. Chat tomorrow.
Good seeing you, buddy.
Get some rest.
Good.
Get your Amish hat on tomorrow, please.
I could trim my beard to look calm.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna though.
it's maybe giving away some things. Yeah, we're gonna be having some Amish chat tomorrow, so it's gonna be exciting.
Funny.
Okay.
Right, love you all.
Just blessings,
Bye.
man.
There's good, nice man.
Okay, let's go.
That on it, right? The Earth could still be created by God and be a sphere. Is that not possible?
No, it cannot.
Well, that's your problem. That's your problem. Your problem is that it is a problem because if you've got a fundamental belief, your worldview is that God exists, and you're saying a globe is antithesis to God, then therefore you'll never believe in a globe. So what are we doing here?
No, just a second. It's just another point to confirm the globe lie and to explain why the globe lie. Because it's a
Hold on.
war.
Did you just say that God cannot create a sphere Earth?
He can create whatever he wants, but
Okay.
he did not create the Earth or the globe. You
Oh.
understand?
No, I don't understand.
I didn't write this book. I didn't wrote these things. It is what's written. But anyways, again, I wouldn't put that as an argument, since you don't maybe believe in what I believe. But the thing is that believing that for like thousands of years people believe that the Earth is a globe is a total absurd lies. There is no such reference to in no civilization that the Earth was a globe.
Wait, what is that? I'm talking about. What about Ptolemy? Ptolemy in the year 50 or 60 or 70 AD. What?
You know what? Let's say it's not a lie. Let's say it's true that Ptolemy believed it. Okay, how about all the other hundreds of nations and civilizations that existed? What about them?
Yeah,
Nothing. Just Ptolemy?
No, they believed the Earth was flat
Kind of
until
weird, huh?
they believed the Earth was flat back in the day. Yes.
Come on, Jehan. Come on. Be straight with us. Be honest with us. You have to be logic. You prove that you have logic, that you can think.
So what is your question?
Now suddenly you're playing stupid about this. It makes sense. It makes sense that
You're not
if it
making any
was
sense.
true, there will be like so much evidence in all civilizations that the Earth was a globe, and there is none.
But how would they
You can say,
know?
oh, they-
Okay, I just looked up Ptolemy, guys. He lived from 100 to 170 AD.
Yeah.
That's after
And
Jesus.
Ptolemy was a geocentrist. Yeah.
And he was a geocentrist.
right?
Yeah. He was he loved astronomy.
Yeah.
And he was.
He created a lot. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. He didn't build the Earth.
No. His geocentric model of the universe, which placed the Earth at the center, was prevailing model for over 1,400 years.
Man, that's a long time.
Mm-hmm.
He said that, no, of course God could make it into a sphere if he wanted to, but the word of God does not say that. So,
Exactly.
okay, so
Yeah, the thing is,
And
people have to understand, God could have created a donut Earth if he really wanted to, okay? But the fact he didn't, he created a stationary enclosed plane as the Bible describes. Remember, God specifically spoke to Moses face to face, and he told him how he created in very great detail. Okay?
yeah,
God was
and he
declaring...
never said
Yeah.
planets or
Sorry, go ahead.
universe.
Yeah, he never said the universe, exactly. He said, in the beginning, Bereshit, Elohim, that's God, he created the heavens and the earth. That's it. No universe, planets, different systems.
Asteroids? Was there asteroids?
No.
no.
Okay, did he say planets?
No.
No.
Nope. Okay.
But what he did say is, when he put the stars for times and for seasons in the firmament. He placed them in the firmament.
That's right.
Yeah. The
Not in
enclosed
space.
stationary Earth is a better design, I think. It's a lot easier to maintain.
Yeah.
Imagine all
It
the
keeps
other
with natural
mechanisms
law.
you have to put in.
It keeps with natural law. The globe doesn't keep with natural law. The globe, at its conception, already violates the first law of thermodynamics. And then it violates the second law of thermodynamics by claiming we don't even have containment to breathe.
Exactly.
So it has
And
to...
create,
Yeah. Sorry.
believe a gravity, a force.
Yeah, that's the thing. And then it has to contradict itself because it can't decide what the so-called force is that's not a force. And it's only a mathematical deduction based on something we can't see.
But you can describe it as a force.
It's a weak force. It's a weak force.
Well,
DJ.
The length that people will go to denounce the word of God and his creation.
Yeah. I mean, this the premise that they have on this is they believe you require something to hold you to the ground. Okay? They believe that. So they need something to hold you to the ground. But that shouldn't be the premise. The premise should be,
Yeah, but
you on the ground, why do you need something to hold you to the ground? You don't, because we're not a spinning space bear. We're a stationary plane. We are denser than the air around us. So therefore, you cannot go. Why would you need to go up? There's just no reason to fly into the sky.
unless you're a bird.
But look at the creation. God made wings on a bird for what?
To fly.
To fly. Okay? That means God knew that the bird is denser than the air. So God knew, hey, I have to keep with nature. I want birds to fly in the Hashamim, which is the open heavens, the sky.
Yes.
Okay? And I understand a bird, when he dies in midair, will fall to the ground. I don't need gravity to pull him to the ground. I don't need anybody to be standing on the ground because you're already denser. You by default is already going to stand on the ground. So I need to create something that the bird can go away from the ground. Wings.
Yeah. And feathers are like, have you ever examined one? They're just unbelievable. Like their design and all that. It's just so cool.
It's insane.
Well, that came from a Big Bang, that feather design.
Exactly.
Yeah. Anyways.
But
the
even
only reason we need gravity to start with is because we're spinning, right? And we need something to hold us to the surface. So,
but even that now,
why would,
even the Big Bang is being shown wrong now, because lately they've been bringing up things like, even based on their belief system, like they're seeing galaxies and things being created too fast for their timelines.
no way.
Yeah.
There's another hole in the globe. Yeah.
Like a supernova explosion that defies all the physics that they claim for the globe. How do they explain this stuff?
Oh, they'll figure it out. Science is always changing. It figures things out.
Yeah. It's just adding dark matter and quantum foam and things like that. You know what I mean? Because instead of saying, okay, guys, maybe the story we've said was wrong. No, let's keep it. Let's just, make a God of the Gaps argument to keep it. That's all they do. Because I can clearly tell you that if we can base it like this, if we see a supernova in the sky or whatever, it's a supernatural realm, that. It's simple as that. It's just the supernatural realm. It's God and his handiwork. That's it. It's got nothing to do with gravity. It's got nothing to do with the creation of a new cluster system or anything. It's just simply God's handiwork. It's part of the season. Think of it as a clock. Think of it as a clock that's winding down until it gets to its last second. Every star, new galaxy that appears, or new anomaly in the sky that appears, is just part of that countdown until it finally shows to us complete. That's it.
You mean there's not stars and planets being born right now?
No.
In the pillars of creation.
No.
Okay.
It's think of it as something's being revealed. When you let's say your wife finds out she's pregnant. Okay? She gets revealed she's pregnant when she takes the pregnancy test. She's like, okay, I'm not feeling great. Takes the pregnancy test. Oh God, I've just been revealed I'm pregnant. Then you wait to get the gender. The gender gets revealed to you. Does that mean the baby didn't have a set gender before that? No. The same. God's sky, the clock in the sky, is exactly that. He put the stars in the sky for times and for seasons. Full stop.
Correct. Yeah.
So if you see a new galaxy or a supernova or this and that, it's just part of that time and season of that clock. Just getting to the appointed time of the end.
So wait a minute. So God did create time.
In a sense.
Wait a minute.
Yes. God is time. God is time. But the way the man understands time is a man-made construct.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I was referring to, Wesley, if you want to know. Anyways, women actually know when they're pregnant. They don't have to get a pregnancy test like Rhonda kind of knew. That's why they go get them, just to make sure. But I mean, God put a little clock inside women to know when they're pregnant. They do know.
Mm-hmm. Tonight is quite a theological discussion, I must say.
Yes.
Everything we are discussing comes up back to Bible. I love it.
I was thinking about. I was thinking. I know it's completely off topic, but we were saying about Adam earlier, and possibly God creating someone else because Cain married. He didn't say about marrying his sister, but if he did create those other people, they wouldn't have been part of the disobedience of the eating of the forbidden fruit, because that was Adam and Eve. So how would they be fallen? How would they be fallen? What would they have been? They wouldn't be born into sin like us. So I don't think that could have been.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just a thought. No?
I just want to say to divine destiny, yes, God is time in the sense he's the Alpha and Omega. He's the beginning and the end. So yes, he is time.
How would they know? Do you realize how difficult it is even to us to convince you? So how would the people back 1,000 years ago know the shape of the earth?
Okay, wait a second. I'll explain you.
Okay.
You know, according to the Jewish tradition, our civilization, our how do you call that? Our time starts. Our cycle of time, starts about 5,700 years ago.
Okay.
But this is not about the creation of the earth. The earth has like billions of years, and we know that in Judaism.
That's what he says, though. That's his belief, though.
Yeah.
That's his
Billions of years.
Yeah, no, that Torah doesn't teach that. But he's interpreting it as that because he says that's when men started, and so it's possible that the earth was created billions or millions of years before that. Total nonsense.
Oh.
That's just his belief. Just to let you guys know,
Yeah,
that's
I was
not.
gonna say full stop.
Yeah, that's not actually
fine.
what
There's
the
a lot of-
Torah teaches.
There's a lot of Jewish mystics that think the same thing too.
Yeah,
Unfortunately, like I said, we can't agree on everything. So
that's okay.
yeah.
The 5,700 years ago started our new cycle of time. Before that, there was another civilization on Earth that was destroyed. That you
You
can
see that as well. That's not in the Torah.
Yeah.
It's a belief that he say that the Jews have, but that's based on Kabbalah. It's just
'cause, like,
tradition.
the
It's tradition. It's just tradition. That's all. And not all the Jews believe that.
Right. Because he starts, in the beginning,
Bereshit, yeah.
and he does the first day, and then and the sun rules the day, and the moon rules the nightlight. So then you had the first day, and it's counted. So I think that's when it starts, right? I mean, that's how I.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
But I mean, I don't see how God will contradict himself and give full days in creation. And because if it was millions and billions of years until, he created people, Adam and Eve, the last remaining days after he created Adam and Eve, which also should be billions and billions of people, that means God's still creating then.
Wow.
You understand?
Yeah.
So it doesn't fit.
Yeah. Nope.
And that's why I don't agree with what Sam's saying.
Okay.
But this is just him trying to place into his mind, like, okay, that's why Cain had a wife, because we're different civilizations. That's why you have the Nephilim. Things like that. You understand? It's not actually how it works. Because on day one, God created the heavens and the earth.
Right.
That's when the angels and things were created in the heavens. It's part of heaven. Okay? Then it came to day two, and God created the firmament, and then, separated the waters from the waters, and he created the earth, the ground, the vegetation, and the animals, and people.
Yeah. It's in a sequence order. It's like there's nowhere. When we read that, I can't account for billions of years.
Exactly.
I can't find that in.
No, because it says, and it saw in the morning. That was the morning and the first day.
That's right.
And if you read it in the Hebrew text, it literally means one day.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Right.
not billions of years. It's one day.
Yes.
That's what that word light and day mean there.
And that's where we have our Sabbath. That's where they have our Sabbath established, on the seventh day he rests.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I'd actually like to have this discussion with Sam sometime. Actually,
That's interesting. I didn't know that he saw that way. That's interesting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
when he said billions, where we get that? But hey, that's cool.
Well, in the mystery schools, they actually teach a lot of this Kabbalah stuff, like from Babylon, and got passed down to the Hebrews too.
Yeah.
So those people that adhere to that think they're smarter than everybody else to the point like this.
But that's why I said it's tradition. He's believing in tradition based on Kabbalah, unfortunately.
Gotcha.
And I mean, he said that he was brought up Seventh Adventist or something.
Yes.
Just to let everybody know, that doesn't mean Christian. Seventh Adventists aren't actually Christians. Although they have the same, how can I say, almost like Catholicism. It claims to be Christian, but it's not 100% Christian. It's the same as Seventh Adventists.
Yeah, I forget that.
They have a different Jesus. Let's put it that way. But yeah, he doesn't believe Jesus is the Messiah because, I mean, he's a Jew. So I do pray for him, and I do hope that he does open his eyes one day.
I mean, he does ask questions. He was on mine the other day asking questions about, like, he's saying, like, because I said about thou shalt not kill, and he says, well, when you say that, does it mean that kill because you can get? I said, no, well, I said some scriptures say it's like commit murder or kill falsely, you know what I mean? Yeah, that type of thing.
Yeah, it's based on context.
Yeah. So he asks questions, and he says about, like, forgiveness and that. When it says about forgiveness, and he says, how many times? Is it infinitely? I says, like, yeah, he says 70 times 7. That just it's just him saying you have to keep forgiving. It says, but God reads the heart. You know what I mean? God reads the heart. So, yeah, he's saying, so you can keep sinning and keep sinning. I says, you can, but God reads the heart. So if someone's doing that and wants to do that, then you're not actually, you know what I mean? He would question their salvation, you know, if they're being like that. So, yeah, he's good. He was asking lots of questions, so it was good.
Mm-hmm.
Understand through all the different destructions of civilizations mentioned in the Torah, like the destruction of Sodom, the flood, etc. So at that point, you have to understand that there were people before us, that had knowledge, that had, machines, that were very well evolved. And the proof is that today, with all our evolution, we don't even know how to understand, what the pyramids of Giza are for. We cannot even make them, reproduce them. Even the statues, they're so perfect that even with lasers and mechanical...
Okay, we're getting off point
here. Yeah, again, I don't agree with him in that. Sodom and Gomorrah was human beings, okay, and it wasn't an entire civilization.
Yeah. Well, hold on, what did he say about Sodom and Gomorrah?
He was saying there were different civilizations and things that were destroyed. That's why I like Sodom and Gomorrah.
All right.
Yeah, and also we got to point out the structures like the pyramids and things were built by giants. I mean, there were giants in the land. The Bible's very clear about that.
Yeah. I believe so.
And because the Nephilim came from fallen angels, they had knowledge on these things. They taught them how to do these things. And and that's just like today. You got the quote-unquote elites, you could say. They're just guided by these spirits with the knowledge.
Yep. Exactly. So are we seeing, so we're in a plane. So while he's talking, we're looking at outside of a plane. And we could be. Are we about to land in Antarctica here? Is that what we're trying to?
Looks
say?
Like it, yeah.
I mean, they could be in a peninsula somewhere.
Could be anywhere.
Anybody could do.
Could be anywhere.
I
But
know.
yeah, I mean, I got no
This
issue
is
with
just-
them landing in Antarctica there.
Yeah, I mean, I don't.
The only issue I got is like there's so much things that didn't make sense, and I do believe, like I say, until I can see proper evidence that they had a 24-hour sun, and the fact that they have to lie and fake so much things says that the sun did set, but they're trying to make excuse that it didn't. Hence why they had to edit. You know, they had to fake the sun. And I mean, even Dave McKeegan said, I will show this on the last 2 episodes as well now, where Dave McKeegan and Jaren both said the sun set behind the mountain for 2 hours.
That's right.
But yet there's no recording of the setting sun behind the mountain. And Dave was clearly said the live stream caught the sun set behind the mountain. Then he corrects himself.
Yes. Yep.
Okay? But if this recorded where is this recording?
Yeah.
Where is Jaren's recording after he said it's set for 2 hours? He said it could be 2 hours.
Yeah, he said 2 hours. Yeah.
Now that's a long time.
It's amazing how Mark 422 always comes to pass.
Mm-hmm.
You know, everything that's hidden will come to pass. It will come to light.
Exactly.
That's right.
Nothing in secret. It will be revealed. My only question about this is like I feel like they're about to land in their location, and I have a problem with the clear blue weather. Because wasn't the reports of the weather just inaccurate?
That first day that first day we were watching that live stream from Witsit. Okay, we were actually streaming his live stream live, and we went and looked at the weather report, and it was calling it overcast. So I think it was like something like 70% cloudy, you know. And there wasn't a cloud in the sky.
Yep, look at it.
Not a cloud. That's what I'm saying. Like if you just take this back a little bit, it's clear blue.
And I mean, they were also talking about the wind. It's like, oh no, it wasn't windy, and you know, even Wits had made excuses why it's not windy there.
Yeah, mountains was his excuse, wasn't it?
And yet we you look on the thing and it gives you how much miles per hour wind.
Oh yeah. And one thing about their model though, the sun has to do a certain thing, and it didn't do a certain thing even in their video.
But
there are certain things that.
But that's why I hold on to the sun did actually set. Remember, the globe makes a very definitive claim that the sun doesn't set. And if it does set, that means the globe's false. Okay? With a flat earth, it doesn't matter if it sets or doesn't set. The flat earth stays a flat earth. Now, imagine what would happen to them if they showed now the sun setting.
Yeah, their
The
model
whole propaganda of the globe, okay, will be thrown into the bin. They'll be the most hated people ever to exist, you could claim. So they literally are forced, they were literally forced to lie to say, no, it didn't set.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
I think it's where the globe model belongs, in the bin anyways, but...
Yeah, but remember, this is what the Bible also says. We do not fight against flesh and power, but we fight against principalities and powers in dark places. Okay?
Right.
Those people that run these propaganda, you know, this perversion of God, the globe is part of that perversion. Okay?
They're the tools. They're being used as tools.
If this had to be exposed, do you know what a big problem this would have been for that propaganda? Do you really think that Satan is so naive that he's going to let them expose it?
There's not, and that's one of the reasons they didn't take me too.
Yeah, I mean,
want to be exposed.
Look, I mean, let's say I agree to take part in TFE, okay? But I mean, let's say hypothetically, because I definitely wouldn't, like I said, because I wanted nothing to do with Duffy. if I decided to take part in, do you really think they would have anyway taken me with?
No, I don't think so.
No,
and they were counting on you.
his money would have still anyway gone to Jeren.
Yep.
Okay. And there would have still probably been, I could have maybe set up a GoFundMe, but I probably wouldn't have got enough because he knows my channel was too small.
Yeah, and they already had it planned.
They had
I think they already
everything
had it
planned.
well and planned.
It
Who
was
the actors were, who agreed.
So,
Yeah.
But yeah.
I have a comment.
Yes.
Super.
That'd be the most respected people of all time if the sun did actually set.
Naivety spoken in.
No, Luca. No.
Okay, Luca. Okay, let's take this. Okay, let's say they found that. What would happen to everybody working at NASA today, at any space agency?
Well, I guess. Well, since you claim that they already know that they are.
Wait, no, Luca. If they showed that the sun set there, like you said, okay, the globe would be false, correct?
Yeah. Yes.
What would it say for all the space agencies today? All the governments?
Liars, dude. Liars.
Yes.
All your so-called science.
Then.
All the education system. There would just be chaos, correct? There would just be chaos, correct? Because it will literally throw everything out the window.
Exactly.
There'd be no order anywhere.
Yeah.
And you think that would be a good thing? They'll be seen as a hero.
Well,
he came back.
If science was all about the truth and nobody actually knew,
science is not about truth, man.
And they
wait. Science is not about truth. Science is not sentient. Science is just science. Wait, science is just a method to try and establish a cause for an effect observed. It has absolutely nothing to do with what you're talking about now.
But if nobody knew what the shape of the Earth was, and nobody was,
we know what the shape of the Earth. We know what the shape is.
And they actually did show the sunset, then they'd be respected.
No, they wouldn't. Because all the education system would be shown wrong. All your space things will be shown wrong. The governments will all be shown wrong and liars. All the people's money will be wanted to be demanded back because they gave money to the government for these space agencies, which was shown to be a fraud then.
Well, let's
so
assume,
naive, Luca.
Oh my word.
Let's assume no one knew what the shape of the Earth
naive.
is.
Nobody knows what the shape of the Earth is, Luca.
We know what the shape of the Earth is. It's not a globe. Anyway.
Yeah.
Let's carry on with Jeren's footage.
We can do it.
Let's stick to. You think we faked?
The point is like you're saying, how can they? Of course they could, because they come from a civilization that knew things, and a lot of facts in the Torah tells us that they.
But
knew
we're able to
much more
determine
than
things today, right? We're further along. We've got more equipment, better along philosophy.
It's not true. Why do we know that it's not true? It looks like it. Yes, we have much more toys, but look at the pyramids. It's a checkmate. With all the technology that we have, we cannot even reproduce it.
Okay, did they have airplanes? Did they land on the ice in Antarctica?
Well, wait a second. That's another thing. Let's talk about this after. But let's finish this. How come with all that technology that we have, all that knowledge, we don't even know what the pyramids are for, and we can't even reproduce them? Even forget about the pyramids. The statues. They're so perfect.
Okay, that has nothing to do with us going on this trip or not. I can't. Dave and I were not in Egypt when they built the pyramids. I hate to tell you, but we were in Antarctica.
You don't have to. You don't have to. This is just logic to tell you that don't believe that we are progressing in knowledge. We are actually falling down, collapsing. But anyways, that's another. I'm not here to talk about
it. Can we bring this back to TFE? Because there's now 3 or 4 times I've counted that you've used the words about you've used the phrases of using intelligence and logic with all of this. But you've also argued on more than one occasion that the fact that nobody else has recorded the 24-hour sun, and why does nobody record the 24-hour sun? So, just very quickly,
Yeah, can you show us someone record, the the 24-hour sun, something that's not edited and faked.
Yeah, please,
We'd love to see it.
Mr. Worst moderator ever.
That's the thing.
By
He's
the
not
way,
a
he's-
moderator. I
he's-
thought he was supposed to be a moderator, but he was debating him, and Jaren's debating. It's like 2-on-1.
Yes.
2-on-1.
Yeah. That was 2-on-1 for sure.
By the way, Flats, McKeegan's doing stuff on the North Pole now. He's going around telling everybody that they're asking him and they're patting him on the back too for this, and they're saying go debunk all the flat earthers too. But he did a show on or something about the North Pole, and Vlad did a review of it, and they show what the sun does in the north, and it didn't show what they show at TFE.
Interesting.
So it's strange, isn't it? Yeah. These people are grasping at straws just to keep flat Earth down, I think, for the most part, as they go.
In question, because I don't know whereabouts in the world you are, could you just name me one place that you've visited or been on holiday or gone to in the world? Anywhere?
Scotland.
Oh, he's asking questions
Scotland,
now.
great. Could you show me a video of the sun circling of the sun for 24 hours, or could you just show me a 24-hour long video of Scotland so that I can believe that you've actually been to Scotland?
That's called a straw man. That's also called.
Yeah. A red herring.
Yeah, red herring. A false equivalence too, by the way.
Yes.
The thing is, I think he's trying to go that they didn't go. You don't believe us that we went? That's what he's saying.
Hey, Justin, good to see you, man. Yeah, and Jim. Yeah, it's But I mean, really, that's a really weak argument from Dave. Oh, show me you went to Scotland by giving me a 24-hour footage you went to Scotland. It's a total different argument than saying, guys, the sun doesn't set for 24 hours. You know what I mean? Scotland exists.
Right.
Yeah.
Certainly does. Certainly does. I was born.
That's kind of what I was saying, though. Like, did they go to Antarctica or not? That's really what they're trying to, like.
Yeah, look, like I said, that's not actually supposed to be up for contention. I think that's part of their red herring. That's the part of their obfuscation tactic. Let's rather fight for, did I really go to Antarctica, instead of the actual argument. Did the sun set or not?
Yes.
That should be the argument. Not, did I go to Antarctica? Did I board a plane? Did I have Punta Arenas? Did we eat breakfast there? Did we fight there? No, just... Did you see the sun set or not? If you claim you say you said it didn't set, I got footage to show you lying then. You contradict yourself because you said, look, it sets there for 2 hours. Same with you, Dave McKeegan. If you say it never set, you have a footage showing you lying. So therefore, why do we have to believe anything you say if you have footage totally contradicting what you are claiming?
Right. Oh, you mean this?
This will let you... This is just... I don't know. It's like saying, guys, this eraser in my hand is not actually an eraser. And then I pick it up 2 minutes ago. Guys, this is not actually an eraser, but it's an eraser in my hand. Does that make sense? No, it's just contradictory statements.
Yeah.
I know.
What happened?
Why can you see me?
I cannot, because I don't have any, and my point is not to prove it to you, but it is your point to prove that you were there. But
right. So, now, we're getting somewhere here. So, let's just hold on to that logic for 1 second when I bring up your previous question as to why nobody else, or why so few people have recorded the 24-hour sun. It's because very few people in the global population give a rat's ass about the 24-hour sun. Most people who pay the money to go to Antarctica are going there for scientific exploration, or they're going to view the penguins there, or they're going visiting people. Nobody is going there with the mindset of going, I want to go and prove the 24-hour sun. The only reason
I just want to point out another pathetic argument. People don't care. Who was he to divine people's thoughts and motives?
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah. And what
There's
does
something that people actually go to the, like you say, to the north to see, and hardly anybody allegedly sees it in Antarctica. though it's meant to be a natural phenomenon of some sort, you know what I mean, seeing the sun for 24 hours, but yet people wouldn't go there to see it. You know, they're there to take some photos of the penguins. I mean, how many penguins have people seen? Photos of penguins have seen?
But you think,
Come on.
but you're telling me through all the time since cameras were invented, okay, that nobody was curious enough just to record the sun not setting.
Right.
That would be a phenomenon you want to see. Yeah, and on
Yes.
on film. Yeah.
That's a ridiculous argument.
Uh-huh. And what about the scientific part? What scientific experiments are they doing in Antarctica? Taking core samples of ice?
I'm still waiting for all these experiments they claimed they were doing.
I thought this looking at the sun for 24 hours was a scientific experiment. You know what I mean? So is he saying there? Is he admitting that this observation wasn't an experiment? Is he admitting that? Because he's
Sounds
saying,
like it.
you know,
You remember what Duffy called it, though? It was the final, what was it, excursion or
expedition?
Anything? Expedition. There you go. That's what we're looking for. The final expedition. Nobody else is ever going to go to
But
Antarctica again.
Think about it. All Duffy needs to do is, hey ALE, you know, since we're chummies now, we're buddies. Can I send my Starlink over to you guys? Because it's still by me apparently. Can I send it over to you guys? Just set up for me a 24-hour live stream that we can see the sun just circling around the one tripod. 24 hours live stream. That's it. Is that
my
so
conversation
difficult?
with the Peter guy,
Sorry.
He didn't like Duffy. he's one of the owners.
But you understand what I'm saying? Is it so hard, even for ALE, just to say, okay, guys, we're here anyway. We got internet access. Let's just stick a GoPro up and we just record it. You know, we just live stream it.
yeah.
What the hell? Why does anybody need to pay anything? You can just literally do it. You know what big publicity that will be for their channel as well?
I know.
First ever live stream of 24-hour live stream of the sun.
Yep.
Imagine how many people be buying tickets for ALE to go see this.
Yeah.
Go down to Antarctica, you know, like we saw the live feed. Let's go to Antarctica and watch the 24-hour sun. This makes me think that a lot of these globe proponents know they're lying twats. Dude, they really are.
Mm-hmm. It's insane.
Nobody cares about the sun.
But yet TFE is based upon the sun. It doesn't make sense.
Yep. Doesn't make any sense.
Going is because conspiracy theorists, if you are really of the mindset of thinking, I want to see a 24-hour sun, it's a hell of a lot easier and cheaper to go to the north. So your argument of very few people have recorded the 24-hour sun isn't actually an argument for TFE being fake, because what you're basically saying is, well,
I also got to say, on the two. How many millionaires and billionaires are there in the world that just spend money just for the heck of spending money of it? You know what I mean? They do stupid stuff like build one-off supercars that cost millions and millions and millions of dollars just to say they did it. Do you think that those people can't just say, hey guys, let's just go and see the sun in the south because it's cheaper in the north? No, man. They probably seen it in this north and they're like, you know, I want to do something that other people haven't really seen before.
Go to the south.
Yeah. This guy,
It's ridiculous.
really, really bad argumentation.
Yeah, it is.
Give me 2 seconds. I just want to quickly finish making coffee. Talk amongst yourselves.
Yeah. No, it's just like the whole promotion and everything was to prove, you know, us all wrong. And now we're having dates and no live stream and
I mean, all that money would have gone better gone on some type of Christian ministry or some sort, you know what I mean? Because this was just a farce.
You would go to the Jesus Army, would you?
We know he's not about Christ. We can tell him by his fruits, and he's not about Christ. That's
Yeah.
for sure.
yeah.
He might profess that. He might profess that, but to me, that's a front. And I know you shouldn't judge a book by its cover, but you can tell by his smarmy grin. Sorry.
It's all about Duffy making money off TFE. That's what it's all about. That's really all the whole thing was. It's a con. And he thought he had the best. And he thinks he's getting away with it, but he ain't.
No.
I mean, just to let McToom say what he said in his church on a Sunday that was meant to be about having a sermon. I mean, that's ridiculous, man. No profession of Christ or anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So a little off topic. PJ, what's the movie for the night?
Saturday. I don't do Saturday nights anymore.
Great. Yeah.
No, I just put on Michael's testimony as a premiere and said tomorrow night I'll be on. I don't know what movie it is though. I'm going to. Oh no, I'm going to do that. The astronaut. Because and it's an episode of After Earth. It's a new movie. The astronaut.
Cool.
Who's in it?
I think I'm going to go on.
No, you're not doing tonight, are you? You were doing something. Did you not say you were doing something else this week, Charles? Instead?
Yeah, well, we were gonna put a recording on. It was just like a 39-minute. I might just pop in and like watch it and like stop and.
Yeah. I got it.
My wife and I, we really enjoyed doing that, and it's been a lot of fun. So
live streams are great, man.
It's a lot of fun talking to you guys, and
you've pretty much got the hang of StreamYard though, haven't you? I noticed you managed to put up your like subscribe and thank you kind of your little functions you get with StreamYard.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I've got a teleprompter in there now. I don't use it obviously because I don't have a script, but there's a teleprompter there.
Oh, is there? Okay. There's so many things like I want to do, but like I love you guys, your videos, like intros and stuff. Those are really cool. I know that mine's, but anyway,
I like yours. I mean, mine. I've had the same one for ages, and I just keep mixing it up a little bit. You know what I mean? I always keep that Jesus one though. Greatest Commandment sort of thing. I always keep that.
Yeah. Guys, look at the I don't know why this is weird, but look at AL. Look at the wheels on that thing. On that truck, man. Good night.
You got to remember though, they're at the highest altitude on Earth. Well, not altitude, but they're at the highest elevation. You might say. So they're going to get a lot of weather at that point.
Well, that's what we see.
So
the
average wind speed in Antarctica is about 14 to 20 miles an hour.
That's average on a day. Nice.
Yeah,
that's pretty windy.
That's real windy.
Yeah, but they don't get no wind according to Austin. The mountains keep the wind off of you.
Mountains would create more wind with the downdraft and everything.
I'm in between mountains, and it seems to be creating more wind because of Bernoulli's principle. It speeds up the wind.
Yeah.
I think Austin's full of crap.
Anyway, let's see. Let's carry on.
Sorry.
Very few people have gone and done this. Oh, the ones that did, but that's all fake. Well, so we're going to go and do it, and then we do it, and then you go, but it's fake because nobody else has done it before.
Look all that wind.
Look at that wind.
Yeah.
Got circular reasoning going on.
Yeah.
Wow, a bit of wind.
Here.
So can I answer you for this a little bit? There's a problem with what you're saying, because on one side you're saying something that is true, that people don't go there to film the 24-hour sun. I have no problem with this. However, the flat Earth theory is being out there for a while now. So even though a majority of people on Earth don't care about the shape of the Earth, there are few of them that do care. So now let's say that nobody thought about it before, but when you started thinking about going there to film the 24-hour sun, why don't you think just to use people that were already there? Just why spend all that money?
Yeah, exactly.
Good point, Sam. Yeah.
But that's what we're saying. Why? The one thing I can't really just wrap my head around is the fact that Duffy had to spend so much money on this, but he can't, as a pastor, spend the money on the kingdom of God.
Yeah,
Right.
I can't wrap my head around that.
yeah, that was his. It should be, if you're a pastor of a church, you are leading people to Christ. The gospel is your mission, man.
That's your mission.
That's your mission.
Great Commission. The
But
Great Commission doesn't stop. The Great
I would-
Commission doesn't stop till Jesus comes back.
Yeah, his passion was to he had more passion about deceiving people and even altering the Bible, what the Word of God says, to justify his deceitfulness. It's not going to end well if that guy doesn't repent. And so I don't have to hear another word. The fact that this guy was the lead shepherd in this little observation tells me all I need to know. The debate is, there is no debate. This was a deception. I don't believe any of it.
Yeah.
I'm actually tempted to go sit down at Duffy's church for a Sunday. See what he preaches.
Yeah, but think about it. He spent what he's claiming like $100K, okay, doing this TFE thing. What has it really brought for the kingdom of God? What fruits has it brought? Nothing. He could have taken that $100K and he could have created youth programs or something. He could have created addiction programs for people in addictions. He could have created a system that establishes Bibles and gives Bibles for free to people. There's so many things he could have done with that money. Instead, he has some weird personal vendetta against Flat Earth. And he spends his money on that. As a pastor, it shows you his priorities are not actually on the kingdom of God. His priorities are on trying to be the man. Remember we said he has a Messiah complex? Yep. Remember before he went, he said, don't worry, one day you will understand. I'm teaching you to fish. You will thank me.
Yeah, I'm not thanking him. And it shows you where his heart is. His heart's not in the kingdom of God, so he's not part of the kingdom of God. I think he's a false prophet.
Well, look what he teaches. Look what he teaches.
It's Jesus that teaches how to fish.
Yeah, only him.
He says, "Only we are fisher of men."
Amen.
You know what I mean, he's the teacher.
I mean, I don't know if it's just me, but if I was a pastor at church and I had that much money to just spend on something, I think I would be using it for the better good to get people to know God, not to, hey, let's go see if a sun sets or not. I mean, he could have done that as a side project and thought, okay, you know what, let's just ask ALE, here's some money, 10 grand or whatever, please just put Starlink up there and live stream it for 24 hours. There we go.
There you go.
Then
I mean, maybe he just runs that church as a sense of duty, you know, because his granddad or whatever gave it to him.
Bob Enyard. The thing is, Bob Enyard was his mentor.
It may be a sense of duty.
And Bob Enyard was also seen as a heretic. He taught many heretical doctrines. So, yeah.
Right.
You know, they wouldn't have to defend this stuff if they actually did what they said they did. They wouldn't have to have these panels go on shows and defend. They would just present the evidence and all their data and show exactly what they did, and that would be the end of the story.
It was
it was all like picking up himself. You know, it was nothing to do with God. There was no glorifying God in this. There was, you know what I mean? He never even said that in his streams or anything like that. This is to glorify God. No, this was to
never
prove something. You know, pride.
I haven't seen him actually make God the focus on anything at all.
Yeah, exactly.
God is not even really spoken about by him. Go on his channel. There's just God's not really there.
It's just
unless he's debating something about God, that's about it. Not unless he's debating something, but just in general, no.
He doesn't really want to debate about God, though.
Yeah, the president always has to bring it up. He never brings it up,
That's right.
at first. It's
Right.
always, I feel like that.
So if I were to go to this church tomorrow morning, what kind of sermon am I going to walk into?
It's okay to lie. It's morally acceptable.
Church.
Or the Bible is corrupted, or the firmament is the crust of the earth.
Okay. It's not worth going to church for, is it?
No, unfortunately, the enemy is in that church.
Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah, we can just pray for the guy, unfortunately. Because remember, everybody stands before God one day. And you all have to account for the things you did.
And all these efforts, just can call somebody there just to...
I already answered this question.
So he's already on the over there, so he can just
Great.
prove it.
I can answer your question right now.
Okay.
Who would you phone?
There are. You're saying now that there are many people going there, visiting there, working there.
You admitted at the opening statement many people go to Antarctica. So who would you phone? Why do I need to phone somebody? I'm not questioning the 24-hour sun. You're the one that's questioning it. So why haven't you phoned?
That's not true. You did question it, hence why you climbed on a plane and flew there. It bothered you so much that you had to climb on a plane and fly to a place to freeze your tits off to prove to yourself if the sun sets or not. I mean, we made this very clear before. It doesn't bother us if the sun sets or not.
Mm-hmm. And you need to learn how to use the equatorial mount, too. For photography, it really sucks.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I don't know how we have to get this clear to people. We do not care if the sun sets or doesn't set. What we do care about is the honesty. That's what we care about. And that's what we've been calling out since day one, is the dishonesty. That's it.
Well, it's almost like they have to be dishonest, doesn't it?
Because the Bible supports the sun being there for 24 hours, just like the Bible supports it not being there for 24 hours. We don't have an issue. The globe has an issue.
No.
The globe's the only one that has an issue here. Because they need it to work perfectly to what the globe says. That's it.
You know what? I mean, before the TFE thing came along, I didn't even think about the alleged 24-hour sun in Antarctica.
Couldn't bother me one bit.
I didn't even think about it. No, I just knew the Earth's flat. I mean, fine. If there's a 24-hour sun in Antarctica, cool. Earth's flat.
Exactly.
And didn't the Zetetic Society figure out a reason why that would be, too? In their books, they actually explain how it could be if there was one.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, there is explanations there.
Yeah.
Somebody in Antarctica.
We know that there is no 24 hours and there's no pole, south pole. So I don't have to prove anything. Now you're the one that wanted to go and to prove it, which is honorable. I have no problem with this. The question doesn't make sense that you didn't think about a much cheaper way, a better way, and much before that to prove it. You understand?
No. I know perfectly why, but here's the thing. See, and you are highlighting exactly why that wouldn't work. Because if I say I'm on the phone to somebody here who's in Antarctica, and it's December, and the sun's up for 24 hours, right? What's your response to that going to be? Exactly the same as what it is when I'm here going, I personally went to Antarctica in December and saw the sun didn't set, and you'll go, well, they're a liar because I don't believe it.
The only no, it cannot be because that person doesn't have any reason to lie, just like you do. You understand?
So exactly, Sam.
That's right.
Dave has all the reason to lie.
Yeah, can I ask a question right quick, Flats? Does McKeegan look like he's getting anorexic or dying almost? He's got.
Haven't you realized that all the people that went to Antarctica seem to have gone on some kind of diarrhea diet or something?
Now they're taking Ozempic.
That's what happens. What happens to your body when you lie and deceive
stress
people? That does happen.
Taking Jerenics, man.
I mean, look at even Jared. If you look at Jared now, how he was. Look at Whitsett now, how he was. Look at everybody. they've all, I don't know, it's like they got some kind of weird sickness all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Well, I do remember when Duffy, like a couple of weeks after getting back, and he came on and spoke to you. He did look ill. For some reason. He was ready to go somewhere, wasn't he, at the time? But he did look ill at that point.
A little peaked, maybe, he was sick. Yeah.
He was thinner as well. He was wearing a baseball cap and a blue checkered shirt, remember, something like that.
Yeah, he's gone on vacation for 2 weeks or something, and he disappeared.
Yeah, at that point, yeah.
This person's already working there. It's already there.
Yeah, but those people are there. Those people are there.
And
Sam.
there's
The staff who are there, working there, have no reason to lie. When asked outright, in fact, I think it might be on Mark Herman's 360 camera, Jonathan asked, when does the sun set, as a joke, and they were just like, it doesn't.
They said February.
I thought it was a joke, okay. I think it was.
So you have now people in Antarctica on video at ALE answering the question of a 24-hour sun. You won't accept it now, though, because you'll just say they're lying.
But check it out. Even without trying to prove that there is a 24-hour sun, there are lots of videos in the North Pole about the 24-hour sun. Without trying to prove anything, just because it's beautiful. And actually, the colors and the footage are totally different of the one that you brought.
It's totally different. There's a lot less atmosphere. The North has.
It's also a much lower elevation.
Lower elevation, right?
I understand.
Excuse me.
The thing is that people just.
Is there a lot less atmosphere at the North or South Pole for some reason?
They're saying because of elevation. They're saying because of the elevation, therefore you have differences.
Okay. But I swear that McKeegan did say there's a lot less atmosphere. Or was it Jaren that said it? One of the two. They did say that. I swear.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Exactly.
They're making an excuse. No. Yeah. Elevation. What's that got to do with the sun, though? How it appears? You're higher in the sky? Is that what they're saying?
Refraction. I don't know.
Well, I don't know, dude. No.
But I mean, if you think about it as well, the globe claims when the sun is set, it hasn't actually set yet.
Yeah, because it's like what 120 degrees difference from where it actually is, the apparent
Something
position.
Like that.
Yeah.
Just feel
you're not looking
what's
at the
nice,
sun.
what's beautiful.
Okay.
Beautiful without having to prove anything. So again, they are like.
Yeah, but they don't film it for 24 hours.
Thousands of people.
They don't forget to sleep and film something for 24 hours. You can't find somebody filming something for 3 hours. So.
Oh, really? How long has the stream been going on for now?
At least that, yeah.
I mean, come on.
How long was their stream? Wait. How long was their stream? 5 hours.
Yeah.
That's filming, by the way, Jaren. And I can show I can show many videos of people filming things like, I put an apple in water for 2 years. And they filmed it every single day for 2 years, and they've made a time lapse of it.
Yeah. Well, this is important to go with their model that they keep preaching about. Wouldn't somebody just put it all to rest and that lives there, or it was stationed out there, one of the scientists on one of the bases, and just literally just film the 24-hour sun legitimately?
Mm-hmm.
With no, yeah.
But I mean, I don't know what's so difficult. All you do is you just literally have 2 cameras. You don't need more. You just literally have 2 cameras, okay? Two 360 instas, one they're next to each other. Let them film. The one is live streaming for almost 12 hours, and then just when it reaches 11 hours, the other one starts streaming for its 12 hours. There you're gonna have a seamless 24-hour stream. Seamless.
I like that.
There's going to be no edits, no cuts, no reason to say, oh, it's not on the internet anymore, because you made an 11 hours, 12 hour, because you can only do maximum 12. So you have 11 hours of the one, the other one comes in at the other 11 hours, when that 11 hour starts and comes up at the other one, and it overlaps, or half an hour. Let's just say half an hour. Overlap.
Are you talking about on Rumble? when they
Even
did
on
it.
YouTube, YouTube's the same. You can only do 12 hours.
I was going to say, I mean, on Rumble, I don't
Rumble,
think
you
that's
can do
true on
longer,
Rumble.
as far as I know.
Yeah, I was going to say, because I went 13 hours, Roger was there, and they never stopped me at 13. So why would they stop me at 20?
So yeah. So there we
So
go.
Flat, that gives
Or
me-
you can have the
gives me
one
an-
going on Rumble and the one on YouTube. Whatever.
Yeah, either way.
That's right.
So I could do that when I go down. I take 2 360 cameras and overlap them and do a live stream like that.
There we go. And then then there's no argument made. There's no I don't believe you. It's just plain live stream. You can come and you can sit and watch the live stream yourself if you're in the mood to sit for 24 hours or whatever. Then there's no argument. There's no dishonesty at play. There's no lifetime editing. There's nothing. It's just a live stream.
Yeah, and I won't erase any live streams if it gets shut down.
Yeah, but you see, there's so much dishonesty with what is going on with this TFE. That is why nobody believes it. That's why there's so much questions. There's more questions than answers. It's because there's things that don't make sense.
Right.
Yes, sir.
So in 80 years, out of the few million people, that were there, nobody thought about like filming the sun.
Do you think that 40 years ago that they could have filmed the 24-hour sun? How would they have done that?
Yeah, two people went and filmed 24-hour sun.
Yeah, footage from the 1800s. What are they talking about?
Not 1800s.
The late
Hang on.
1800s, you have footage. Yeah.
You're arguing your own point here, Sam.
Yes,
You've
sir.
just loads of people go to Antarctica. Why have none filmed the 24-hour sun? Right?
Yes.
Thousands of people go to Antarctica. Multiple times more go beyond the northern polar circle to where there's 24-hour sun. Only a fraction of those people actually.
Yes, if they streamed it for 24 hours, I would have believed it. Like I said, I don't give a damn if the sun sets or not. It's got nothing to do for me about the sun setting or not setting. What is my beef is all the dishonesty at this. And the reason I don't believe them is because of all the dishonesty. That's it.
Yes. You're lying.
I don't know why people think I care if the sun sets or not. I just literally care about the dishonesty.
Yeah.
The Bible is very clear. The sun takes a circuit around the earth. That means 24 hours or not 24 hours. It doesn't matter. It's not going to change whether the earth is flat. I think if Duffy and them were really honest about this, they wouldn't have made such a big PR thing about it. But you see, because he wanted to be the man, he made it about him. If he was really honest, he would have said, hey guys, I'm going to take a 24-hour live stream of the sun to see if it really sets or not. That's all he had to do.
I would add that I would add that he was put up to it by higher powers to also get this off the radar, because a lot of people are coming to know the truth. And I think it's a little bit darker, the connections that he's with, that we're only seeing. I don't think he's the head. I think there's strength. He's just a puppet.
Yeah, that's exactly.
I think there's a bigger spiritual thing here too. Like, that's why it's so important. That's why we're doing this, because it's important that we real. Here's a quote. I don't know if it's not known. I don't know who says it, but a person who tells a lie is not sensible on how great a task they undertake, or they must be forced to invent 20 more to maintain the one. And so it gets real complicated with lies, and that's how I can tell, like if a student, a seventh grader, did you do your homework? It just becomes really complicated, and they go, well, what happened was I just and so I know it's interesting, but there's a lot of comparison to that.
Yeah.
And this whole experiment, observation has been like this, just complicated debates and
they made
explanation.
They made it much more complicated than it needs to be.
Exactly. That's right.
Because it what was used as a publicity stunt. And I still do believe that Duffy did this whole thing because he owes so much money. And he's hoping that this is somehow going to give him a good word so he doesn't go to jail. You know what I mean? Make him look like a good guy and somehow get sponsors and stuff to help him bail him out of everything.
Yep.
That's the only reason I can see him really doing the way he did it. Because if it was just about honesty, about to see if it's really setting or not, he would have just said, guys, you know, I've got some money. I'm going down to Antarctica in December and I'm going to live stream the sun for 24 hours. That's all he had to do. And I promise you, nobody would really have bothered to worry about his dishonesty or blah, 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 because that's just what he would have done.
Yep. Yeah, I agree.
So, yeah.
Record the sun.
Right?
Yes. So
I
very few people record the 24-hour sun, and most of those will be going because I want to film a 24-hour sun. They've gone with that specific intention. Most people going to Antarctica are not going all that way, thousands of miles, to one of the most hostile places in the world with the mindset of thinking, I need to prove there's something that the whole world already...
I just want to point out, Dave McKeegan, it's not so hostile where they're running the marathon. You guys had a damn controlled camp.
Okay. No kidding. There's missionaries that go to more hostile places, I would argue.
Yeah. If you really wanted to be hostile, then you would go into the remote wilderness in the mountains there without anybody helping you. Then it's hostile. Or go to Suriname or something on a missionary trip, or go into Cannibal Island, or go, you know, there's a lot more hostile places. Heck, go into one of the Muslim countries right now and try and preach the gospel. Much more hostile than damn running an ice marathon.
That's what I'm saying, you know? Yeah, it's just like he makes it sound like it's like the toughest, you know. Well, you had a jacket, you get to wear coats and stuff. Come on, man.
Yeah. The other thing is that he says everybody knows this already. I'm trying to put the globe on trial for this model, and that's really that's what they're trying to obfuscate from. They're trying to put flat Earth on trial. And the whole point was we're going to go see if the sun actually does set in Antarctica.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and they didn't provide enough evidence to prove that.
No, they haven't.
So.
Nope.
And it's sad. Like I said, they tried so hard. Yes, they missed the mark.
Mm-hmm.
Very badly.
Yes.
They shot the wrong target.
Yep.
And now it's backfiring on them.
Yeah, here's ALE. Here's all these, like here showing all these YouTubes. Where is their trip?
Yeah,
where's their...
Where's any mention of them? Even just saying, hey, guys, the famous Duffy that proved the Earth was a globe was by us. Anything. Or just a picture saying, thanks, guys, for taking a trip here. Or, you know, just...
Yeah.
No. Let's not mention it. Let's not say anything.
They're distancing that. They're making a documentary, though, about this? You think ALE would be promoting this? This is a documentary.
Yeah, exactly.
It's weird. Interesting.
Hey, Triple X, how's it going?
Anybody there?
Unsure name. Or authenticated with YouTube. I'm just... it's just a troll. Okay, removed.
Yeah, figures.
Banned from YouTube. Bye-bye. Okay, let's carry on.
Knows exist.
But the people in the north don't have to prove nothing either. They just film for filming it because it's beautiful. So I don't expect the entire, 100% of people just filming. Just like in the north, like you said.
How many videos are there in the north?
Very small fraction of people could film, but
what most people do is if they want to prove there's a 24-hour sun, the one time from anywhere in the world that you would expect to find a 24-hour sun is right in the middle of the night, halfway between sunrise and sunset in the early hours of the morning. And what most people do is just record a little video of themselves going, look, it's 1 a.m. It's 2 a.m. I'm in Antarctica. Oh, look, there's the sun. If the sun hasn't set by 1 o'clock in the morning, it's not going to set.
Nonsense. Nonsense.
Nonsense.
If it doesn't, the sun circuit's wider in the south than on our model. So, or not model, I'd say on the flat Earth. It would be a longer day. Yeah.
I want to see if I can get a video for a tour guide that goes to Antarctica. If I can just find it. It was quite a few months ago that I saw it. Let's see. You guys can talk. I'm just looking for a video.
No, don't want to.
I'm not going to say nothing. I'm joking.
No, silence is golden.
No.
Because there was a video I saw of a tour guide in Antarctica, and they do tours every year. And something he said about the sun was very interesting. And yes,
well,
he was very clear that it does set.
Imagine that.
Well, and to say that there's how many videos of 24-hour sun of in the north? Well, I bet you there's countless ones. I mean, that phenomenon can be observed, on cruises, and things like that. I think.
I did a whole show on it. I did like 2 hours, and they deleted that show. They didn't want me to keep it on.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And you do know it's also possible just to record the northern sun and then claim it's in the south.
Yeah.
Not too.
Yeah, the environment's down in the south compared to the north. That's what I did basically, and it's completely different, man. It's a whole other world. Temperature-wise, vegetation-wise, animal life, the whole shebang.
Antarctica tour.
It should be almost identical in both of those parts of the world if it tilts to get to that degree, so you can see the sun. It'll be the same.
Is it this one? I wonder if this is one of them.
The times of the year, because they do exist. October, November.
I think it's. Can't remember. It's this one. I can't remember if it's this one though. Oh man, there's just so much of these videos, and it's such a long time ago. Why is my internet now going so slow? Come on.
Was doing that earlier.
Well, I can say I know the shape. I can say I know the shape, Ryan, just because of what God said.
Martha and I have a specially created document.
That's how I
a comprehensive list of
level.
Yeah. Okay, I think it's
lines, prices, and options for you to download. More on that.
I think it's lag or something. Sorry, because every time you stop talking, I press play, and then when I start playing, you're talking. I don't know if it's a lag or something.
Definitely lag. I was just saying to Ryan, because he says, for all you assholes who say, the shape of the Earth, flat Earth or globe Earth, nobody here can say they saw the whole Earth and confirm it either way by seeing it. Not by seeing it, no, but by what it says in scriptures, I know. You know what I mean? Through scriptures, I mean, I have faith in Christ, and Christ had faith in those scriptures also, so I know through that. Anyway,
that's awesome. If penguins could speak.
Later, because first I want to kick off with 6 key tips and steps on how to find and do an expedition cruise to polar regions without breaking the bank. First, go at cheaper times of the year, because they do exist. October, November, the start of the season, and March, the end of the season, tend to be the cheapest times to go. Both are actually, though, my favorite times to go for the following reasons. Now, early in the season, which is October and November, it means pristine, snow-covered landscapes, lots of floating ice and icebergs as the summer thaw starts. And because it's the start of the breeding season, there's a lot of and very frisky wildlife on the beaches and busy and active penguins all over. Whales are also returning. At the end of the season in March, there are great sunsets, there's loads of whales, there's still penguins and seals, though they tend to be fewer in numbers. You will also start to see floating pancake ice as the sea begins to refreeze. So both are fantastic. However, timing is everything when you book too.
Is it now? Okay. So I'm trying to see, because I'm not sure if it's this one where he talks about December and the setting sun in December.
Surprisingly, there are several great times to book during the year. One of the very best is when the lines launch their new seasons, which will be up to 2 years ahead. Now, they usually launch them about the autumn, and that's when you're going to
See
get...
what I'm saying, what is very important about this, though? People book 2 years in advance for things, okay? It was very odd to me that Duffy and them could organize this within a few months.
Didn't he have like connections at NASA and stuff too?
Oh yeah, he has connections to NASA. That's also what's really weird. The same people that work with NASA and the apps for the rocket launches help him create a tracking app for him.
The powers it might be.
Yeah.
Best prices possible. For example, I booked a Ponant Antarctic Rossi expedition cruise the week it was launched, and I got 30% off, plus a low, only 15% solar supplement. That deal soon disappeared in the days that followed. Another good time to look for deals is January and February, known as wave season. It's a busy booking period, and the lines do have to have sharp deals to compete against the other lines.
Quite a lot of people going to Antarctica, I just have to say. It looks very popular to me.
That's another one that says you're like in dipshit flats. He's gone.
Oh.
Thanks for reminding me about Negative Tour as well.
Yeah, I know who he is.
Waiting for it to come up. There we go. That's sorted.
I think it was who was it as well? It was who was it? Markley Sparkley went in as well.
Yeah, I took his spanner away.
I haven't seen him tonight though.
I know who that is. Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Markley.
He's a coward after the comment he made.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, of course, absolutely, Brian. I understand what you said. Absolutely, bro.
Trying to get bookings at this time. It's also worth looking at...
SK says there's an echo. Do you guys hear an echo?
No.
Jared.
No, I don't hear one.
I just want to say, Jared, he says it's flat. Much love from Missouri. Hey, awesome. Thank you for coming.
Cool.
Black Friday, Cyber Monday deals. Some lines do offer those, but not as many as classic lines. One tip that I did not expect that Martin told me is that summer can be a good time to look to book, because he said, and I quote, "Booking polar cruises when it's hot and sunny is not natural for most, and therefore sales for all lines tend to be slower, and they're keener to secure any inquiries." So it's worth looking then. Last minute deals, by the way, are way less common for expedition cruises because people are planning way ahead due to costs and save up. Availability is fairly limited, but they are possible. However, watch out, because last minute flight costs could wipe out any...
Imagine being able to...
I think this is just about cruises, though.
Imagine being able to fly over the South Pole and come back around to the North Pole. Somebody try that?
Yeah, I think this is just about the cruiser. This isn't the video I was looking for. Oh, that's beautiful, huh? Look at that deck.
Oh, that's a cool little Star Trek Enterprise or something.
Yeah, Jim's saying you're getting an echo, dude.
No, he's saying you guys are getting an echo.
For some reason. We getting an echo?
I don't.
When you guys went, I
hear
think
an echo.
maybe it's just I don't know. The video echoes here too. Okay, maybe it was just the sound from the video. Okay, but I'll have to just do my research and go look which video it was, because like you see, I've looked at a lot of these, and
okay.
I mean, it's been a year now, guys. So it's been quite a, and there was something very specific. One of the videos said of one of these tour guides. and it was about the sun setting in December.
There is an echo on the YouTube side. It's like you can hear the guy's voice twice when he's talking on the video.
Well, it's over.
Slightly in the background. Like, you know, when I hear an
maybe it's
echo in
playing
yours
through
voice.
someone's. Maybe it's playing through someone's speakers or something.
I've been muted most of the time. Yeah. Play a video.
Let's play quickly.
So the thing is, what you're saying. Okay, let's go with you for a little while. You're saying then that you went there, you saw 24-hour sun. Okay, let's play stupid and say.
I don't know. TFE so last year.
That's a good one. And we haven't seen TFE's final documentary yet, so it's been a year.
I was sick earlier. Yeah. You still hear the echo, or no?
Well, I think we've gone through another half an hour of this anyway, so 1 hour and 26 minutes into a 5-hour stream. Oh. And we've already done 3 episodes.
A lot of streaming.
But I enjoyed tonight's because we got a lot more theological discussion in, and I really do like that.
Right, so Brian said Keith isn't doubling. It must be your mic, Keith. That's what he's saying. I don't know how it works when these echoes happen.
Yeah. How's it my mic if mine isn't echoing? I don't understand.
Yeah. So PJ, I don't know what you mean by divine. Who is divine?
Well, no, somebody called Divine Tarot and shared your link to do your GoFundMe in chat. I was just wondering who it was.
I have no idea. It's probably somebody out of the Foundry or something.
Okay.
Oh, that smells cool.
Yeah. So, what are your guys' thoughts and statements and so forth?
Oh, TFB's totally real now. No, I mean, I think there's better directions to go than what the way Sam went, but he has brought up some really good points and stuff like that. So yeah, at the end of the day, there's too many anomalies to say that what they did is legit. You know, too many. It's just not.
Yeah, they're saying they even try to keep push this in my book. So I think they should abandon TFE. But they're gonna keep pushing it. He put money in it. He's an investor, so
that should be called the Forgotten Experiment.
Good one, PJ. Good one.
Yeah, it'll be interesting if they ever come up with this documentary. But I'm sensing that maybe that it's just too much of it has been revealed as a false. It's a production. This feels so much like a production. They had actors. They had a studio. They filmed on location, maybe. But this thing is just riddled with deception, and from the leader. So I don't trust any of it.
Yeah, for all you know, whoever is like calling the shots has told him to like lie low for a while. You know what I mean? To try and let it blow over or something. Because it doesn't make sense that Duffy all of a sudden, out of the blue, says, guys, I'm not doing content anymore. I'm just stopping all of a sudden.
Weird. Yeah. That is weird.
The wife told him to do it, I heard that. So.
Roger, is he still at the church there?
I have no idea. I haven't been to this church in over a year almost.
Yeah.
That's why I was thinking, like, I should go there tomorrow morning and just go sit in on a sermon.
Oh, dude.
Anonymously, just sit down. Like, hey.
Yeah, see, they're
I'll
still
wave
saying
it.
it's echoing there.
Oh.
I was muted for a little while there, so it can't be through us individually because I was muted while people were talking then. So and Roger was muted at one point as well. It was so I don't know. Maybe it just needed refreshing or something. That happens sometimes.
Yeah.
You're running through OBS, right?
Yeah, but
So
it could be
the
StreamYard. Yeah. StreamYard does that now and then.
I don't think Mike can. I don't.
But I
think
mean, we're
Mike
ending
can,
anyway, so it's not gonna really worry about it now. But yeah, appreciate you guys coming, guys. PJ, you say you're gonna have movie night?
No, not tonight. No, just Michael's testimony is coming on as a premiere on my channel.
Nice,
Um,
nice.
in
Charles
about
is having. He's Charles, you said you're having something.
Yeah, I might come on. Although Veronica said, I don't know if I'm coming on tonight. It's like, oh, come on, honey. But I might just go on. Just we watch it together. We'll see. But yeah, I'll definitely be there at 6 p.m.
tonight.
Dinner time tonight.
All right, cool. Yeah, and I'll be on at like 10:30 or so.
Okay, cool.
Well, if you want me to sleep in church, I'll come.
Okay.
I don't think my wife will be very impressed with me if I'm sitting there like.
Now, don't lie, Flat. You fall asleep in church. You've fallen asleep in church before,
I have.
haven't you?
I have.
too. Yeah. It's not hard to do, depending on how boring the preacher is.
No. No. The pastor is really. I love his sermons. It's really. He really preaches well as well. But when you're tired, you're tired.
I get you. Yeah, Sunday morning, sometimes after that week, man, you just don't. You'll have it, you know.
Yep.
Because just now I'm going to be doing praise and worship. I'm going to collapse and think, oh, it's the power of the Holy Spirit. And nope, I'm just sleeping.
Yeah.
Divine intervention while you're in church falling asleep. Yes.
Yeah.
USB. Yeah, no, I've just checked my control panel anyway. My camera mic's muted, so it can't be that.
But yeah, I do enjoy your streams, Charles. I usually download them and I listen to them at work. So.
Oh, cool.
Really cool.
Thanks, man. Well, you guys are awesome. You guys are so supportive of us. I know we were planning to go to a rodeo tonight, but it's raining, so that's why we kind of decided that maybe I should just jump on.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's going to be a conversation about the church and stuff like that.
Yeah, even if you like have a, testimonial evening, or you just have a normal. Normal discussion. Like I said, you can talk about Joshua 10 if you want to, something like that. You know what I mean? Or something important like once saved, always saved. Just have a.
Yes. Yes, I'm going to talk about that tonight. I think there's a really good post about. We have this misconception about if you're a really good person, you can get to heaven. Unfortunately, not how that works.
Wow.
So anyway. We'll talk about that maybe. There's a good post on that. I'll do that for sure.
Awesome.
We don't have enough channels like this in this arena. Most people are either going to debate or
Yeah, but you
present
see,
stuff all
like what you can do is, because you can invite people to come, but have scriptures already lined up. That's all, and it's like, just present what the argument is. If someone shows up, then you take it as the Holy Spirit leads. But, just set it up.
I had 3 scriptures last time, and I literally thought they were up. Y'all were looking at them, and they weren't. I was like, oh, what? So I was like, what did I do? I think it was on a Google slide.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, you didn't share the right screen. That's all.
Okay. But anyway, I read them out. But anyway, no, that's.
Joking asks for the link, Charles, for your channel, Beyond the Wall.
Beyond the building. Okay.
Beyond the building.
Okay.
Beyond the wall, beyond the building, beyond the yard. Yeah.
Cool. All right, I'll send that. Let me.
But I must say, myself and Michael are very excited about the recording tomorrow. It's going to be quite good.
I can put it in there for you if you want me to, Charles. I can get it for you.
Oh, here you go. I got it.
Because the last video that myself and Michael did on the Satan Short Season debunking, I got a lot of people, pissed off.
Really?
On both my channels, my Christian channel and this channel. And Michael seems to be getting some haters as well. So it's definitely getting to them. And I see Kingdom in Context, Sean, is also talking a lot about this these days. And what do you know? JT follows JC, and Jason Jack both refused to talk to him as well.
Wow.
Why are they running so hard?
You know what the excuses are? You know what the excuses are? Jason Jack's excuse is, no, you're not going to change your mind. So he's not going to bother. And the other excuse is, well, JT's just ignoring him like he does me. And all the people that stick up for them just saying, oh, you're just going to call him names.
I've never heard you call people names except Chuck Nugget. That's about it.
The old enough chugget.
So it's very telling.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it was great having you guys on. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate everybody in the YouTube lands as well. Thank you for the super chat. Appreciate all the support. The votes ended with 102 votes. TFE was nothing but dishonest. 47% say yes, 53% say no. Interesting.
Yeah, it is interesting. Wow. It's almost dead even.
Almost 50-50. Quite good. Okay. So it's great seeing you guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow night. I don't know if we're going to do part 4 of this tomorrow night because, do something different. Well, maybe.
Let me get Charles's link because nobody's put it in yet.
He did put it in, didn't he?
I'll get it.
Oh.
No, that was Roger's. That's Roger's own link. That's Roger's own link.
No, he got his own link, didn't he?
No, he didn't. He just put in his name. Didn't he?
Thank you, Just Incredible, for your $5 which says, Flat, will you continue to do some gaming content in the future? It was awesome, bro. 100%. Thank you very much. Yeah, I do enjoy it.
That was cool.
I did it this morning again.
You did?
I find it if I wake up early on a Saturday morning. Because if the sun peeks its head, I'm awake. I can't sleep late. Then I decide to stream for an hour or something. So yeah, I'll probably do that every Saturday morning, Justin.
If I could download that game, which I can't because the video card I have on this thing's too small, I'd play with you. That'd be fun.
Oh yeah, it's quite a nice game. I haven't played it for years. And I recorded a video today as well for it where I came second as well. So I'll probably just upload that sometime. It's to me it's something different again because I haven't really played games or anything in such a long time. So it's changing. How can I say? Schedules, just do something different a bit. Just chill. And to take half an hour to an hour doing that once a week it's relaxing. You know what I mean?
I shared my channel. Yay!
After I did it twice.
Took 2 hours, but
I thought he had it.
I like doing gaming as well, but at the minute, every now and again, sometimes when I get interest in the game, I'll record it. Just put it out. Some people do like watching. I don't get many views in it, but some people do like watching it. The last one I did the whole game in 2 hours and 40, but because of the internet, I can't really do both.
My internet today was bad.
The Xbox and the PC.
It is completely down.
This one this morning was really bad. I was really trying hard to play, but
it would lag, dude, bad.
It was lagging really bad. At the end of the day, I just left it even because the last one it dropped me on the roof, and I couldn't even see the buildings. Nothing. I couldn't even get off the roof.
Didn't you die right away too?
I got shot straight away, and I just got healed, but I couldn't get off the roof. I couldn't see, so I just let's go out.
So you game on your PC, don't you? I game on the Xbox. Use an app to project it to the PC. Yeah. You know what I mean? So that's how I recorded it.
I'll see if I can clear some space on my computer and maybe download it.
Yeah, because I'm thinking of putting Counter-Strike on as well. I used to love Counter-Strike. That was my game.
Dude, I have a Minecraft. Sorry, guys. I've been building.
I don't know. I can't get into Minecraft. I tried. It's just.
Dude, it's like online Legos.
I know, but
we know.
Maybe if we play together, you can show me a bit more. You know what I mean?
Yes. Mm-hmm. I have a realm where I pay and it's a server and I just I have my own world, dude. I just go crazy and I build things. It's really relaxing.
Well, maybe I should put it on. Maybe we can try stream sometime with that, and I'll play. I'll try.
That would be.
A lot of people love that Minecraft and that, but there is a lot of creepy people that use it as well, and they're trying to hunt young girls and stuff like that. But yeah, a lot of people love it.
No, this is a protected, it's a server that that it's mine.
That couldn't happen.
It's your
yeah, of course.
private world.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good. But then, no, a lot of these people use these type of games for that because they know
Roblox.
A lot of people love it. Yeah, Roblox. Yeah, that as
That's
well.
a big one.
Absolutely.
Yeah. There's creeps out there.
Oh,
Bunch of creeps.
without a doubt.
Yeah, that'd
I
be
imagine
fun.
the world where you'd have to worry about stuff like that, though. That'd be nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Good point, Justin.
Yeah.
What do you say?
We can create our own gaming world eventually. Just an idea.
That's a good idea. Yeah.
And by the way, on my when I play the PUBGs, you can see in the description, Terret's game that he made called Flapwin. It's there if you want to play it. It's quite fun.
I've got it in my. I've got the link for it all the time. I was actually making videos on it, but I gave up after Jimmy and it's got like thousands. I'm like, what?
5,000.
Yeah, I'm like, nah, there's no point. I'm getting 200 easy on the thousands. Like, nah, forget it. I'm done.
I wonder if Jim's still playing it because he got 5,400 or something like that. It's a hard game to play.
But the next game it comes out, I'll be giving it a go.
Definitely.
Okay. Good game. It's a good little game.
So yeah, cheers guys. Much love. Blessings. Make sure to catch trolls just now. It should get nice and very theological, which is awesome stuff. And yeah, I'll see you guys all tomorrow night. Many blessings. Bye bye. May the pressure be with you.
And Jim said, "Bring it, dude." He said, "Get on it."
Jim Annis. Okay.
Yeah.
He's the Flappy Win master, dude. I think.
Yeah, he is. I says, how did you manage that?